Good morning! Welcome! Today we are celebrating Women in Gaming Month. This all-day event is being presented by D&D Elise and hosted here at TPK Roleplay. Today's events will consist of 2 tabletop games as well as a roundtable interview panel as... Nope, that's it. All events will be in support of Hope Haven Women's Shelter. Please check the stream chat for the donation link. I think you can just do bang donate. And there's an Amazon wish list as well for the shelter's needed items. I'm Luke Locke, and I will be your dungeon master today. We are running the Uncaged Anthology adventure, A Banshee's Tale by Annabeth Lennon. And players, if you want to go around and introduce yourselves.
Morning all, I'm Cage. I use she, hers pronouns, and I'll be playing Taklak the Teal, a kobold cleric who also uses she, hers pronouns. And thank you all for being up so early to watch some D&D.
I'm Kara. I will be playing Sprig Wimplesnur, the gnomish wizard who is very old and pesky, and both I and she go by she, her.
Hello, I'm Faith Lundeen. I will be playing Morna Nu, a Minotaur monk who's just a big old teddy bear and will be your best friend if you feed her.
I'm Lauren, and I will be playing Tylen, a half-orc fighter who's kind of Jason Statham in her quiet but intense look.
Angel, and I'll be playing Belkera, a dragonborn ranger that is kind of aloof but just wants to help, and both her and my pronouns are she, her.
Hey everybody, I am Thea the Bard, and I will be playing Eldith. She is a dwarven druid, and both she and I's pronouns are she, her.
All right. I am going to take us over to the map so we can see our stuff there. So we are starting this. You guys were in a tavern, correct? And you all saw a posting put up or come in or get posted that said, "To all who hear these presents, greetings. Know ye that Milo Tenpenny, honorable wizard of Castle Gealladh, does seek able-bodied adventurers to be tasked with the removal of newly risen undead from the aforementioned castle. For such bravery and daring, the reward of 5,000 gold pieces is offered for the swift resolution of this matter. To claim this bounty, seek out the Countess Aileen of House O'Queen at the Wailing Heart Tavern in the fair village of Tirgale." And I'm assuming that everyone gathered around this and said, yes, me, and struck out on the road. And we will join you there. How's that? Let's join you on the road, and I'm going to switch the music as you guys are traveling. I'm going to switch us back to no map for just a second and let you guys launch out on your journey. A local fisher on the side of the road, bringing home his catch, informed you all that you are about a mile or 2 out from the town.
So, which one of you people is going to carry me over into this castle?
Taklak looks up. Taklak is like less than 3 feet tall.
Well, not you, obviously.
Tylen just kind of maneuvers to the back of the group to, watch their 6, and also no. She may be 6'3", but no.
I'm very light, I promise.
Morna lifts her bangs because she's one of those Highland minotaurs. And it's like, well, you look small enough. Come on over.
Yay!
You to get on my back.
I climb on up. I'm gonna sit on your shoulder.
Awesome.
I like you.
You're welcome.
There
We're
you
friends
go,
now.
Granny.
Listen, I've seen a lot of things and I know a lot more than you do, so don't call me Granny.
Oh, I thought that was all right.
I'm young of spirit.
I'm sorry.
In late of Hift.
I just keep a look. Tylen keeps a lookout, just to make sure nothing's amiss as we trudge through to the town.
Yeah.
I'm not at
Do you
the front,
walk?
but I'm not at the
Oh,
back,
go ahead.
obviously. I'm not at the front, but I'm not at the back, kind of in the middle, off to the side of the group.
I'll be all the way in the back with Granny on top.
Eldith is probably towards the front because she's excited about seeing everything. So
A cool breeze whips through the streets of the village as you come across the outskirts of the town, and it is a calm autumn day. As you approach, and let me show you guys this. You walk into the town, into the streets, and you can see the castle, the long shadow of the castle up on the hill behind the town. And you can continue in up to the tavern. And let's pull you over.
Taklak will pull out the posting and be like, the tavern. We're to meet Countess Eileen there?
Yes.
Countess in
Has
a
anyone
tavern?
seen her before?
I mean, Countess, she's gonna look rich, right? So,
That's a good point.
probably human, presumably. So let's look for the poshest looking lady in here. Also, I'm gonna go get a drink.
As you walk up, the Wailing Heart appears to be a small tavern built of stone and thatch, kind of tucked cozily into the center of town. You catch the scent of freshly baked bread, and quiet music can be heard coming from inside.
Tylen goes in and heads to the bar to ask the barkeep,
All right.
and also orders an ale, and then another one. Stick it to two. It's still morning.
He'll nod to you, say, silver piece for the two of, for the total, and wander up to get those filled. Bring them back to you.
When she comes back, I will ask after Lady Eileen.
Yes. So as you kind of scan the room, you are going to see, the inn's common room is warm, and you're greeted by the sounds of laughter and music. You see a barmaid taking a loaf of browned buttered bread to a table where a few patrons sit chatting and drinking their beer out of solid wooden mugs. Looking over the tavern, a group catches your eye. Two women, one stern seeming, standing with beautiful long red hair, and the other seeming jovial, jotting something down in a notebook. And they are accompanied by a halfling wizard. And kind of as you walk in, you will see the wizard stand and approach you. Hello, you must be the adventurers I sent out for. Very good. Come this way, he says, as he gestures to the corner table with the two women. And you can probably safely assume that this is Milo Tenpenny.
Oh, he's so cute.
I know.
Cute.
Beautiful picture.
All right. Yeah. Tylen goes in, sets her shield, her sword, a whole bunch of it sounds like just metal hitting the floor as she sits down on the at the table as she unloads her shit.
All right.
Mona will stand in the back because she's over 8 feet tall. So don't want to be that foreboding, but I'll be that foreboding.
Taklak's got like a little like mug of water and has to go up towards the front, otherwise she can't see what's happening.
Here, let me move for Taklak.
You will approach, and the stern-looking woman with the red hair will look up and greet you. Ah, the adventures that Milo called for. My name is Countess Eileen McQueen, and my home has come over under siege. Are you able to help with this issue?
That seemed to be what was
Willing,
in
at
the,
least.
in the job description. I am all for kicking some castle butt.
As long as you're willing to pay.
Yes, that would be the key factor.
Of course. I'd be more than willing to pay 5,000 gold pieces. Should be fair.
That sounds fair.
That sounds fair.
Okay.
You'll notice the woman next to her, and she'll see you looking at her and be like, of course, pardon my manners. This is my wife, Bridget, and Bridget is, you can see her sketching down all of your likenesses into her sketchbook, and she's like, pleasure to meet y'all. Sorry, I'm currently writing a book about adventurers, and so I hope you don't mind.
Heroically.
And she'll try and like jot this down really quick. She's like, I love adventures. And do you do this often? Are you a group?
Yes.
First timers.
Yes.
How exciting! It's rare, you know. Usually you meet people and they've been going around for a while. And she's just gonna like jot some notes under each little quick sketch of you.
Eldith is very interested in what she's writing and sketching. Like, she has now is leaning over to look at it.
Yeah, so you're gonna kind of catch a glance of like everyone. It's like little sketches of each of you, just quick sketches and like notes like, you know, heavy armor, possibly cleric, question mark, first time adventuring, you know, things like that. Just quick little notes.
Taklak will lean over and be like, it's Taklak, T-A-K.
And she'll listen carefully and write it all down. Of course.
Tylen will lean forward and be like, the tusks are a little smaller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pardon me. It's a quick sketch. You know, I try and finalize it all later. And she'll erase it and fix it.
Otherwise,
Well, I'm honored to be in your book.
Yes, you know, I can't wait to finish it. I just have such a fascination with adventuring parties, going around and just you know, dealing with monsters and dragons and dungeons.
Oh, you've never been adventuring yourself.
No. No, not really an adventure to say. I just, you know, the life of a countess, it's mostly handling, you know, town issues and overseeing taxes and things of such a boring nature.
It's a shame. You'd make quite a beautiful one.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how effective I'd be, though.
That's fair.
Wait, so is Sprig still on my shoulders?
No, Sprig is sitting in the background, like tossing her hair back, like leaning against the table, like.
Got it. Be very confused and concerned for your well-being.
Your head would be scraping the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
The Countess Eileen, however, this whole time while you guys have been talking, has continued to just sit there very regally with a stern look on her face. She does not seem to share the jovial personality of her wife. And after a few seconds, she'll just kind of politely clear her throat.
I'm gonna look to Taklak and I'm like, should we bow or curtsy? I don't know how this works. Should we be doing a thing?
Taklak will just kind of like nod slightly, like a small bow, just like a respectful like little nod.
Eileen will return it with just a very curt little nod.
And then we'll look over and just kind of be like,
Yeah, Eldith will do like a nice little curtsy with her probably torn up skirts. Like, hey.
Tylen will lift the beer and just down it and then just leave. Just get up. Yep. With a charisma of 0, that's what you get.
Countess, could you explain a little bit more about this castle that we are going to save and clear out?
Yes, I assume that you need this information. Before you continue on to the castle. It was about 2 weeks ago. A banshee appeared to me and my wife. And with just a simple warning, leave or die. We didn't know what to make of it. And then soon after that, strange noises and whispers could be heard throughout the castle halls at night. And then 10 days ago, the dead started to rise from the crypt below the castle. Luckily, the castle wizard, Milo, was able to seal off the crypt, and we evacuated the residents to the castle, to the tavern here, where we've been staying. So any help would be appreciated clearing them out. I don't know why they've appeared or where they've come from, but, I'd be willing to pay extra if you find out why.
What?
Ellen nods as she's, drinking at the bar. Still listening, but yeah.
Could I make a religion roll to see what I know about banshees?
Yes.
Come on, new dice. Ooh, okay. So that was a 17 plus 3, 18, 19, 20.
Yes.
Together.
So, you can, they're usually, accursed undead, usually women, and, they have no physical form, and they are usually tied to the place where the last lingers of life left them. Most of the time, they come with some warning. Sometimes it's warning of the person who hears them's death, but they have been known to warn of other things as well.
Does it look like anybody else in this tavern is interested in the conversation that we're having?
The woman behind the bar has definitely been eavesdropping. But you can't tell if anyone else is too far removed for you to really be able to, if you want to roll a perception check to see.
Tylen's right next to her, so yeah, I'm also gonna roll.
That was a nat 1 on that perception.
Yeah, call them out to me.
That was a 2.
So she's very clearly, she'll stop every few seconds in her cleaning of the bar to just kind of focus in. She's not very subtle and very clearly listening in. So you're able to tell that the one behind the bar is. But as far as the other patrons and the barmaid here, it's really unclear whether anyone else is listening.
Too short to see over the tables to see if anybody else is. Yeah.
I'll relay that information to the Countess and especially to her wife, since her wife is documenting all of this.
Yeah, she's been, just drawing happily and sketching with, everything that you guys have said. And Eileen will say, yes, when she first appeared, I thought that was it. For us, I thought our deaths were upon us, but then she gave warning to leave or die, and I was very confused.
It is odd.
Sprig will go over to the wizard here and be like, so what do you know about this?
Yes, he will kind of, well, I do know that banshees are usually of a warning creature, and there were various types of undead, and some appeared to be recent former members of the Aquin House, just judging by their vestments. But I was able. I put an arcane lock. He's going to say a little condescendingly, on the crypt to keep them there. I can escort you to the castle and undo it if you are willing to go down there. But I must say, for the likes of me, there was too many to handle on my own.
Arcane lock. You're a big old wizard, aren't you?
Yes, you see, it's this lock that magically you can put in place on a door that will prevent anyone from coming in and opening the door. Even lockpicks.
Oh, really? Like Sprig, like leans on her large wizard staff and is like, really?
Adjust the
Yes.
jewel at the top, give
You
it a
probably
shine.
never heard of it, I know. It's quite high magic.
So I
Oh, I'm
interrupt and ask him if what's the history of the castle.
He'll look at you and the Quinn family household was established here in the castle about 500 years ago. They've been prosperously looking over the valley ever since.
Unnaturally prosperous? She asks.
I don't know that I would say unnaturally, though. They always seem to have great success in their endeavors, and the people love them.
After hearing about like the arcane lock and all that stuff, does Taklak glean anything like insight-wise, like a pompous check, maybe?
Yeah, you want to vibe check him? You can vibe check him.
Vibe check.
Insight, maybe?
Oh man, I'm rolling really low. I have +6 on both perception and insight, and so far I've rolled a 7 and 11 on those.
You rolled an 11?
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
He definitely seems pompous. I feel like you don't even really need a vibe check for that. He's a little condescending. He's clearly the castle wizard. Capitalized on both. So it's definitely an air of pompous around him.
When he casts spells, does he have his pinky out?
Oh, for sure. He obnoxiously adjusts his spectacles a lot to make him seem more serious.
Sprig would like to cast a little prestidigitation to just put a little stain on his shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up and down the peg.
As he is talking and to you, he'll look down and notice it, and just kind of as he's talking to you, kind of fish around for a cloth and just.
Let me help you with that, Sprig says, and then she cleans it up for him.
I see you dabble as well.
Oh,
That's
yes.
very impressive.
It's been my career for some 300 years now, but you know.
Ah, yes, well, it's a simple spell to take care of this.
Sprig's got
going
her
on.
hand behind her back,
Taklak's probably watching this like a tennis match, the back and
Have you
forth.
not-
It's so real.
Mr. Milo, have you not met many other wizards?
I've met many at my school that I attended years ago.
Oh. You just seemed very confused that Sprig was a wizard, and she kind of
Confused?
clearly is. So I got confused. Oh, okay.
My dear, I am rarely confused. And were you going to say something, Angel?
I wanted to do a perception insight check on his statement about no misuse of arcane.
Okay, vibe
What was
check
asked
him.
earlier
Insight.
by-
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll it up and call it out to me.
It's, of course, now I've lost it. Hold on.
No
You
worries.
got this.
You got this.
There we go. So it should. Is it showing up?
Sometimes it takes a minute if you're using the Beyond 20 extension. Oh,
There it is.
Dang.
Ooh, a 22.
Ooh.
So, with that 22 insight, you're going to notice that when asked about the family's past, he definitely did a bunch of like side glances to the two countesses before answering, as if he was clearly not saying things in their presence.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to smash. So, are we
if
good
you would-
here?
If you would just follow me, I'll lead you up to the castle.
I would love to follow you.
Of course, of course.
I
love
think
this
you got a
whole
little bit of
vibe.
brain right there.
No, I don't.
All right, and he'll overly flourish, bow to the countesses, and then start to head out of the tavern. And
we supposed
Bridget
to do
will
it
wave
like
friendly to you. Friendly to you.
Friendly?
She
With
will do a
friendliness.
friendly wave
With
to
friendly
you
wave.
as you
There we
depart. And Eileen will continue to just look stern and nod as you depart.
Smile and wave at both of them.
And I'm gonna switch you over
I give
to
a
maps.
bow as I leave.
Let's see here.
I'll just
And
look at them seriously and walk out the
you'll
door.
want to scroll down kind of to the bottom of the map to see yourselves. And let's switch over the music. He's gonna lead you up the winding path to the castle. And he'll be like, oh, with me to Castle Gealladh. There's quite a beautiful old castle, and if you'll just follow me, we kind of had to leave in a hurry, so things are kind of left as is, but I will lead you down to the crypt entrance. And as he leads you in, and you walk through this castle, you'll see that it is decorated with beautiful tapestries and ornately carved furniture in a way that speaks of love and home, but there is a sense of like heavy dread in the air that fills you with unease. And that's kind of like the vibe you get as you first enter, and as he continues to lead you through the halls, past a few rooms, and down a few steps kind of into the cellar towards what you assume is the crypt entrance. You will continue to pass by more beautiful rooms that look as if they were just kind of left mid whatever activity was happening in them. And you will see the coat of arms for the O'Quinn family is hung prominently everywhere in the castle. And then you'll also notice the rooms just everywhere you pass by. Signs of pride and care. But there's still that kind of coldness that's like leaching up through the stone almost, stealing away any warmth that could have been found in these halls.
So I'm
Well,
gonna
Morna's
roll
just gonna-
persuasion to see if I can. I'm gonna ask him. So, what's the real history of the family?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll your
Sorry, didn't mean
persuasion.
to roll twice.
Oh. My bad.
I would like to roll to assist because I apparently have proficiency. Oh, nope, that's a 1. Never mind.
Well, if you're gonna help, we'll just have her roll
Yeah.
with advantage.
All right.
And yeah.
In that case, I'll take that. She should take that 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and call out your rolls for me so that I don't have to keep swapping back into the chat.
Okay.
But yeah, with a 20, he'll look at you and well, I I don't like to speak of it, and I don't, you know, the Countess is, I don't know, but, there are a few records in the castle's history that speaks of some dark act in the past, with, you know, way back when the family was first founding the house. It doesn't speak as to what, but, there is, some sort of darkness that it was referenced to in a few notes of the first castle wizard. But obviously, it's just not the countesses. You know, they are wonderful women. I've known Eileen since she was a child. Surely this could not be of her doing.
What happened to the first castle wizard?
Assume that he died of old age after graciously and pridefully serving this noble house.
Were you the next wizard that came after?
No, I'm only 109, thank you very much.
Pardon me. I always confuse, you know, everybody looks so young to me, so...
And he's going to clearly bristle a little bit at this. I'm going to go, this way. And
during this exchange, Taklak is going to cast Invoke the Amaranthine to roll the 2 d20s.
Yes.
It's like a 10-minute casting time, so she's probably just doing it as we like walk through.
Okay, sweet. Awesome little Humblewood spell finding its way into our Uncaged. That's awesome. Okay, so go ahead and roll those and then just jot them down, and then at whatever point that you desire, you can swap those rolls out for either your rolls or my rolls, or what have you.
I got a nat 1 and a 7, so...
Oof. So I guess you'll probably be using those for me.
So, I hope you're
whatever
ready to
time you
at least one
choose.
roll.
Okay, so, oh, and we've got, just really quick, it looks like we've got a weak magic item that someone gets as a result of their donations. So hold on just a second. I'm gonna roll, let's roll to see who gets it. Roll.
Well, during all this walking and talking and spellcasting and whatnot, Morna's just going to be snooping around, like poking at things and fiddling with anything that looks relatively shiny.
Yeah.
You know, just fiddling with things, and you might hear something crash and break accidentally.
Do the awkward, like, oh, and put it back.
Like Thor and Doctor Strange's.
Yeah.
Yes, that is exactly
Exactly.
what happens. Just
That's exactly what I was imagining. Okay, so weak magic item, and I rolled a 4, so it's gonna be to Tylin. And let me roll it up.
Yeah. Magic item for the non-magic user.
Yeah.
So as you kind of are walking through, something is going to catch your eye, and it appears to be an artist's pike. It's an uncommon item that requires attunement, and you may use this weapon to make colored marks on any surface. The marks will fade away in 24 hours. But it is a pike weapon, so you could equip a pike and just, still use it.
Oh
But
my
you
God.
can just stab color wherever you want.
There are so many possibilities.
So
There's
I've
a
got
labyrinth in here.
I was gonna say, I was like, it's a pride labyrinth of just different marks.
yes.
Just a hallway.
Manage equipment. All right. Probably the only one who can use a pike.
Just
I'm
start doing
guessing.
like graffiti.
Yeah, that was oddly well fit to you.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
a random. And you are welcome to just pick that up. And then
Praise the sub.
let's see. We are also right now giving away a $25 DM's Guild gift card. So go ahead and to enter, go ahead and type in the chat the word goblins to enter to win that. And then we will continue on our journey, and he will take you to the entrance of the crypt, and he'll flourish again. and undo his arcane lock, and then gesture down the stairs.
A question: do we want to take him with us down there?
Do you say
I
this
don't
out
think
loud?
he wants to come with
I
us.
say it out loud.
Oh, I
Or
surely.
well, always the more the merrier.
The more the merrier, you say?
That is what I say.
I could. Sprig casts suggestion upon this friend.
Sorry.
What was the?
Nope, that wasn't. Nope. Ignore that.
Oh, did you name it Pike of Pride? I love that.
Yes.
What was your roll for suggestion?
Let me see if it did roll. I clicked the cast button. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, it seems.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I say, you shall come with us
Absolutely.
into the crypt.
Are you like Jedi hand waving and everything?
Yeah.
I rolled a 19. I don't even know
Uh-oh.
what his modifier is, but I would assume that defeats it. And I'm not cheating.
Boo.
I'm not going to move my camera, but I did roll a 19.
It does.
That works out
indeed.
so well for me.
Do we really want him to
he'll look
come
at
with
you and-
us? Because I can make
Madam,
that happen.
Surely I cannot. I cannot.
Oh, I just have a grudge against him, that's all. I
Just
want
gonna
to
trap
frighten him.
down here and leave him.
Mm.
Take care of that later.
And he will look at I'm going to close the stone. I won't lock it this time. Wouldn't want you guys to be trapped down there with no walls.
I squint my eyes at him, but he can't see because I got hair over it.
And he'll kind of like roll the stone door back in place. And you guys are greeted by a 30-foot stairway descending into the darkness of the crypt.
That was potentially going to be really bad. If you are
Mhm.
greeted by a 30-foot
A creature advancing towards you. Top speed.
When he shuts the stone, Eldith is just like, I'm not sure I like him very much.
I don't think any of us do.
And
wizards. And then
really
she,
quick,
like,
type
closes her mouth and
goblins in the
she
chat to
spreads.
enter to win the DM's Guild gift card for $25 before it closes. Sorry, go ahead.
Tylen just makes a derogatory sound of wizards and then realizes that they have one. Sorry.
Wizards.
Pat her head.
Sprig will take this moment to cast mage armor on herself.
Yes. I would like to do Pass Without a Trace for us.
Oh, thank God.
Hmm.
I'm gonna move to the front. Not in front of the miniature soldier.
Yeah, I'm happy being in
Yeah.
front.
Oh, shoot, sorry. Do.
And you guys are this staircase descends 30 feet before opening up into a burial chamber with 4 large columns. And the columns are covered with frescoes. And they all depict like various good acts the family has committed over the years, including feeding the hungry and building shelters for the homeless. And you can, see a few of them.
Well, that's nice of them.
Tylen is a bit suspicious of how nice this castle is because from with her half-orc background in the orc army, rich families don't typically get their wealth by being nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she's
So
a bit
as we're going down the stairs,
suspicious. Go ahead.
as we're going down the stairs, I've did a perception check and I rolled a 23.
Ooh,
Nat
nice.
20, 23.
So, as you are coming down the stairs, you're gonna kind of see like
nat 20, 23.
swirling, like kind of mist forming at the back of the room here. And you will see, and as you focus on that, you're going to see the form of a banshee come into view.
Dope.
Just kind of flowing back and forth, her face kind of stretching into like a permanent scream. And she is going to hold out her hand and say, "Leave or die." And that is her right there.
Oh, she's pretty.
She's going to kill us.
She's angry too. She
Holler
mad.
at her. Is that more of a threat or a warning?
So she does not have a chance to answer because she will disappear shortly after saying
It's a
this.
warning. All right.
Usually it's a warning. But this seems very unusual.
Does it? Do you encounter ghosts often? That's unusual?
I mean, a lot of this seems unusual. The fact that they have the dead rising, that little man keeps like lying to us, and a lot of this just seems unusual. The fact that there's even a banshee just hanging out in this castle, like in the basement, that's unusual.
Yeah, in a castle that does apparently nothing but good deeds. Forever.
Did this
Right.
banshee
Forever.
like disappear, or did it like just move off screen kind of?
It kind of
Yeah.
faded into
Okay.
nothing before your eyes.
I didn't know if it was like leading us down.
Yeah,
another
so
area.
it didn't like Scooby-Doo into like a door or something.
No,
Yeah.
no, it just disappeared from view.
Taklak would like to go like towards the direction where the banshee was and just kind of look around.
Yeah, you're
More
free
a
to move your
projector.
tokens.
Morna
Yes.
will protect the small.
I'm gonna try and remember what I know, what I've learned about banshees in my travels. So that would be Arcana, right?
Yeah, we could do that or history. I'd let you do either.
Oh, I rolled Arcana. Do you want me to roll history?
That's fine. I'll take it. What did you roll?
Okay. Arcana 9.
It's a banshee.
You know that
Banshee.
they're banshees. They're undead, and they usually, the
Definitely
myth,
a banshee.
the myth heard round tavern talk, is that they show up the moment of your death and warn of your death, But other than, just what you kind of hear around, being told around in myth and lore, shared around in campfire stories, you don't really remember much else about them.
We're both just like, definitely Banshee. That's a Banshee.
For sure, banshee.
That's a banshee.
So Taklak's looking around, and I just rolled a 21 for perception.
So
Ooh.
you kind of are just scanning this room. You're gonna see that the hallway continues forward before it kind of turns, and then there's also a doorway to right there. Yep, that kind of leads into what appears to be an embalming preparation chamber.
Ugh.
Morna
Great.
goes to check it out.
It might not be a bad idea, especially if a banshee is usually someone that's come from trauma. An embalming place might not be a bad place to start.
I've seen this movie. It doesn't end well.
It's not usually where they kill people in embalming rooms, but sure, let's go into the creepy.
There
Well,
might
you
be
gotta ready it
records.
first anyway. Come on.
All right, I'll let everyone go, and I'll go in last because
right.
little.
Yay!
munchkin-
And
I'll
let
stand in
your
the doorway and
your
percept.
perception
one.
roll carry over from you rolled a 23. What did you roll? No, the
21.
first when you were first looking around.
But in here, 21.
Me? Yeah, I'll let you carry over. Yeah, I'll let you carry over your roll since it's not really a separate room. It just kind of branches off. And you are going to notice that there are tools and equipment necessary for the process of embalming and preparing corpses.
I can
and
fiddle
then-
with them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder what this one does.
Could I roll perception to see if there are any records?
Yeah, though let's make an investigation since you're
That sounds good.
actively yeah.
Yeah.
Morna rolled 18.
On investigation?
Yeah, +1, so 19.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. You're not going to see any records in here. Though you do see that usually sets of embalming equipment in this like rolled out thing of there's quite a few slots missing, as if there's pieces gone.
Shouldn't there be more here?
Probably, I wouldn't know.
Do undead take tools from things? Is that normal?
Or would a tool be taken to force the undead to be filled with unrest and maybe rise?
More
Can I-
likely embalming fluid.
Can I roll for my knowledge of the undead?
Yeah.
Yeah, do history
Awesome.
check probably, I think.
Nature!
Yeah, we'll do nature, that's fine.
I did history.
Very nice.
21
Ooh.
Except nature.
in history.
20
course.
okay, either it's fine. 21 will be
Sorry.
fine. Yeah, so usually you know that skeletons usually will fight with weapons. They'll pick up weapons and usually are just kind of driven by like orders or like their last command or their kind of last they kind of carry over what they were in into undeath, whereas like zombies usually don't pick up a whole lot of they just kind of mindlessly follow whatever orders they're given, to the point that like if you were to cast fire or something, they would walk through it with no thought and just towards their goal, whereas like a skeleton would go around probably. There's just not much left of their before selves. So you wouldn't think that they would pick up. However, ghasts and ghouls would probably pick up weapons, since they have a little bit more intelligence. The list would go on, but the kind of base, most undead could or would pick up weapons, but some of them, depending on how mindless, wouldn't.
Okay.
And I don't think we got it clarified what kind of undead it was.
Well,
I
if
don't
it's
think we did.
crypts, so Tylen's just pacing in the background, but she is
Yeah.
listening. She's like, well, if it's crypts, I mean, it's probably skeletons or zombies, depending on how recently dead. I'm guessing.
Or
Well,
it
it
could
seems
be
like it
a ghoul.
Could be ghouls.
Could be ghouls. So it, could
seems
be
like
any
it wouldn't
of
be
those.
zombies because zombies don't pick up things.
Oh.
But the
Note
others are options.
to me for the next time I do this, ask about what kind of undead. Good, we're learning.
So, can I use my primeval awareness?
Yeah, remind me what that is again.
You can expend one ranger spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile.
Within 1 mile?
Doesn't reveal. Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
It doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
Is
But
like
would
a
it tell
speeder
me-
mile, or
Oh
like
yeah,
a-
you're gonna cast that out, and it's
What-
just gonna reverberate back at you.
Would it
Just
tell me
boom,
that-
boom, 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 boom.
Would it tell me the type though?
It will tell you that there are multiple types.
Okay.
So you're gonna
Fair.
sense various
Okay.
auras of undead
Okay.
kind of pinging back at you.
Okay. So in response to that, where's my? I turned to Eldeth and say, well, there's a there's a few different types. So
Hacklack's like, how much was the reward again? This is worth it, right?
Are we splitting that reward evenly, by the way? I don't think we settled on that.
Depends on how many of us
Actually, it was
survive this.
per adventurer.
I was gonna say, is it 5,000 total or each?
I thought
gosh.
it was each. We'll make sure it's each.
All right. We're going to have to be better about negotiating in the future.
Or we-
Another note.
Write that down.
Make sure we
Another
know
note.
how much it is. Gonna make.
Actually, like
So
Eldith, like
much.
writing down, like, okay,
Yeah.
next time.
So Tylen's gonna walk over to. Is there a door leading to that passageway, or is there a door anywhere?
Actually, just continues south of you. That it
No,
continues
I mean,
south.
sorry.
No door.
To the embalming room. So the entrance of the hallway where our
Hmm.
dragonborn is standing. Tylen's gonna take out her pride stick and mark a, I don't know, chuck mark, and she keeps doing it over and over until she gets a green one.
Okay.
And we've been there.
Okay. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. So you're gonna make a green check mark right here. Do I have a green check mark I can put on? Let's see, man. Let me see if I do.
Good idea, Tyler.
Sorry, keep double
Mhm.
clicking on myself. It's really important right there.
So lucky that we just magically found that item on the floor.
And that you're so good at drawing.
Yes, I am that. I am so creative.
I'm just gonna put a big X right there.
Good call. I put an X. Done.
Good enough.
All right. Are you continuing on down the passageway?
Oops.
I think someone big and strong should go down the passageway first.
Hacklack starts walking, and then when you say that, just stops.
Oh, I'm
Tyler
sorry,
just-
friend.
I
got
minus
this.
1 strength.
Small and
But
strong
remember,
works too.
we do
Smart,
want to
strong.
keep kind of together so that my spell can keep us a little bit more hidden.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, we gotta be within.
Should we form like a default order?
Flying V?
Yeah, and if you guys pass without trace adds 10
10.
to
Mhm,
the stealth, so
mhm.
if everyone wants to roll it, and then just shout out your
Roll what now?
your rolls. Just your stealth.
About the stealth.
If you're
The-
stealthing, I mean, you can just charge down the hallway as well.
It's a 15 for Taklack.
Okay,
There we go.
13.
and this is with the plus 10.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have
24.
disadvantage,
Okay.
and I rolled a 5.
Oh, plus
so
10. Okay. Whew.
So 15 for Taklack.
16 for Valkyra.
I'm wearing scale mail, so I'm like clink, 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 clink.
It's soft clinks because it's scale mail.
Tylen
rolled-
rolled fantastically at disadvantage, so I got a 34.
Nice.
Woo!
Dang.
her kind of large half orc form is just like Krunk in Emperor's New Groove, just
Yeah.
against the wall, just melding with the shadows.
You are the
Morna's
shadows.
Morna's got 26 to stealth.
Sweet, you're right behind her. Just the two largest are just like shoom and meld into the stone. as you
also
guys
got
go
a
down.
26.
Nice. Poor Taklack is just kind of behind, just soft little clinking sounds. Okay, yeah, as you guys, if you want to continue down this hallway, I'll move if you want to move your tokens, I'll move the map along so we can follow you. But you are going to it's going to kind of open up into a large chamber that appears to contain the majority of the ancestors of House of Quinn. The room contains 4 floor-to-ceiling pillars. The pillars contain, little coffins. Or I'm sorry, the sides have alcoves with little coffins everywhere, containing members of the family. You would assume. based on the crests. And then you're also going to see shuffling around about 6 zombies just kind of very slowly. Yeah. And none of them have been alerted to your presence yet, as they just kind of slowly shuffle mindlessly, kind of almost like a going nowhere pace, back and forth, and just stop and.
Good. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. I'm gonna
Great.
just mosey on back into the hallway and explain in a whisper, there are zombies there.
Try to talk to them.
I do not recommend I do that, no. I could try to put them to sleep. They're undead. Can
They're
they
already
sleep?
in an eternal sleep.
I
don't
say
know.
we kill them.
We could try to cut their heads off.
Yes, I like this plan.
Oh.
Okay, unless anyone says anything else in 1 second, that's what we're gonna do.
How far away is the closest one?
She looks
So
out.
if
Comes back
you
in.
use the measure tool, you should be able to. It's gonna be accurate. There's also
26-ish.
well, there's this one to your left, right here. That's about 15 feet
Oh,
out,
that one.
and then
All right.
there.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rush at it.
Sweet. Which
My
one?
horns.
Sheathing my short swords, and I have them in my hands. Just hanging out.
Yeah. So you said there's one over here.
Really quick, before I have you guys roll initiative, and I'm gonna give you a surprise round since you guys are stealthed. But I suggest we take a quick. Hey, we're back!
Yay!
Yay! Okay. So
Hey!
I am going to kind of give like a loose initiative surprise round. Anyone that wants to do anything, and then we'll kind of go for initiative.
All right. Well, Morna is going to take a dash action at that first one at the top and going to use her short sword +1 to stab it. See if
Okay.
it cooperates with me. Not
You
today,
know what
not
I'm going to
today.
do? I am going to color all of these guys different colors so that we can keep them straight. So I know who you're attacking. And let's see
Good
here.
call.
We'll make.
Are you stabbing them with the pride
That-
pike?
Yeah. Right. Goes around to each one really
Yes.
quick. Marks them with a color.
I mean, you did roll
okay.
like 30 million for your stealth check, so they probably don't even notice that you're doing it.
They don't see it coming.
breeze in here. Okay. So, all right. Let's see here. You are stabbing red. Is that? Who
I
you're
am stabbing red. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Goody. All right. How is? Let me just pull my other character sheet up now. Let's see. +8. How is 19 to hit?
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Great. And how is an 8 to damage?
That's gonna hurt it. Yes.
Even better. Also, I get a bonus
Yay.
action from dashing. I get to make 1 melee attack with my horns.
Right.
Yay.
All right. That's unfortunate. That is a 12 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, goody.
The fleshy zombies. It's not like they're wearing
Then
armor.
that will be 10 damage on it.
10 damage. Oof.
And
Man,
that
it
is my
is-
turn.
Hurt.
So this is either going to be a really good idea or a really bad idea.
You are
High
gonna
risk,
just-
high reward.
Rush up and like just hit at that thing and gore it with your horns, and just flesh is just sloughing off of its
Ooh.
bones
Oh.
at you.
Effective.
Go ahead. Who else was taking a surprise action?
Taklak will.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna Taklak's gonna go towards the middle of the room here. Let's check some distance. Okay, cool. Taklak is going to use Channel Divinity, turn undead.
Ooh.
So I present my holy symbol, and each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And if they fail their turn for a
Nice.
minute or until I take any damage.
So there are some pillars
Wisdom.
that some of them are behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
so
it's see or hear, so if they can
I
Oh,
feel
okay.
like,
that
yeah,
still
it would.
count.
They can hear. All right. Unless they don't have.
And I rolled, let's see, a 6 for the first one. Blue rolled a 3. Green rolled a 12. Purple rolled a 3. Yellow rolled a 9. And pink rolled a 15. What's the save?
And since we're at 5th level, when an undead fails its saving throw against my turn undead feature, they are instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is a half or lower.
Oh no! Okay.
Well,
Sweet. So how many failed? What was the save?
Is it just my spellcasting save? It doesn't say on like this particular.
Yeah, unless it says on
Yeah.
the spell, it should say,
14.
or it should just be your.
14
spell
is
DC.
the save DC. for me.
Nope. I think all the zombies are dead.
I think all except yellow, because he
I
was
think there's one that had a 15.
15. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are gonna see Taklak just run plinking out to the middle and just. And there's gonna be like a wave of like energy that goes out from her, and the zombies are just gonna and then shoo into like bits, like burst into shreds and just all over. More to make a dex save to see if you're covered with
Nice.
gore,
Death save?
What? Oh.
or if you
Oh,
can step
yeah.
out of the way of the exploding zombie.
Let's see. I rolled a 3.
Okay, so Morna, you just take that full on, and you've got like bits of zombie in your bangs and all over the front of you. As that
Let's
zombie
take
just explodes.
That's gross.
Okay, and let's everyone just roll your initiative, because what is going to happen next is there is going to be something that drops down on your head, Taklak,
Ooh.
from the ceiling.
I don't like that very
Oh.
much.
I don't like that at all.
Right?
Rolled a
And
1.
it's a little creepy hand just clutching at your face.
All of us?
No, just Taklak, but everyone roll initiative.
Cool. If it makes you feel any better, I can only use Channel Divinity once for a short rest, so.
It doesn't, but that was an awesome use of it.
That was
It's a
amazing.
good use of it.
I was like, if this fails, I'm going to be in the middle of a bunch of undead. It's going to be not so great.
It was awesome.
Okay,
Small
so
but strong.
yellow, your initiatives to me.
Taklak has 10.
Okay.
Sprig has 21.
A 16. Sorry, go on.
Kylan's last.
Morna has 7.
I got a 17 for eldest.
Okay.
Yeah, Tylan got a 3.
Ooh. Okay.
Save the best for last, right? Sure.
Okay, so Sprig, you're actually gonna see this happen, and you'll have first turn.
Okay. Is it just a hand?
It is just a disembodied hand that has dropped from the ceiling onto Taklak's face and is just going like this across her face.
Okay. Let me see here. I will try to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the hand.
Okay.
You could do the
One of my favorite spells.
Oh, my screen didn't.
That. What am I saving against? Wisdom? Okay. 13?
It loses.
Oh, it loses.
Mine's 16.
Okay, so you're not really gonna hear anything. But it's gonna almost curl up like a spider, like twitching, and then just like kind of fall and continues to twitch. Just as if it's having a laugh attack, but there's no sound.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Yeah, that is quite creepy.
I'm not sure if it makes it better or worse. I don't know what to put on that. So how long is it affected? Just
Up to 1 minute.
the end of
1
it.
minute.
Okay. Okay.
And if it's takes damage or at the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So next, Eldith.
Okay. So we've got this one still here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move that. Sorry. I'm going to look at the friends who are around me and I'm going to be like, no, don't get scared. And with my bonus action, I'm going to turn into a big brown bear. And I'm going to... There. All right. I'm going to kind of just charge in. And I'm going to be like, "Roar!" At that thing.
All right.
You scare Morna.
Go ahead. So you're running in, and you're a huge bear, and I'm just gonna really quick try and find out. Where are you? I do. Let me pull him over for you. Oh God, he's huge. He's not that big. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if I can give you. Let's have
Permission.
this represent Eldith. And I also have a weak magic item. That you guys for donations, and then a giveaway in just a few minutes. So hold on just a second. And I'm gonna just place Dwarf Eldith over here.
Okay.
Away from your view. So,
Okay.
this is Bear Eldith.
Roar! God.
Okay. So, what are you doing with your attack? You're just going and like crushing the hand, or what are you? Or you're going for the zombie?
I wanted to try to get the zombie to come closer to me. I forgot about the hand, but yeah, let's attack the hand. I'm going to. I can have a multi-attack, so let's see what happens first with my claws. So I rolled. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I've gotten to play this. I rolled an 8.
Okay. To hit, let me see. That might actually hit.
Yeah, it is an
Yep,
embodied hand.
Yeah.
It's not going to hit.
Okay.
Which they have
So-
a higher AC than zombies for
It's also
some strange
small.
reason.
Well, it's
Okay.
really
Yeah.
small.
We'll assume,
So-
yeah, you're just trying to hit it, and it's like over here just twitching, laughing.
Yeah. So now I'll try to bite it. That's a
Yes.
lot better. All right, I got a 12 for that.
Would
Okay,
you be rolling
that'll
at advantage
hit.
since it's prone?
You would.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, so okay. Let's roll the claw first then. So that's 2d6. So that's 8 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now that that's going to just
Okay.
destroy the hand.
Okay.
And weak magic item. As you just kind of crush this twitching hand, you're gonna hear like a clink, and something hit the stone beneath it, and you will see an obsidian ring, which, if you were to put it on and attune it, it will reduce acid damage to the bearer by 1.
Ooh. I'll kind of paw at the
Awesome.
ground and be like, "Rah!"
Oh, yeah, you're a bear.
Try and
Um,
put that
like
on
one
your
of your
bear
nails.
finger. Right?
Yeah.
And then we
like
have
the mom and
another
Brave.
donation that is DM's choice. So you are going to see, as you're looking at this ring and paying a little closer attention to the floor, you're going to see a still moving, twitching ear kind of flopping around like a fish on the floor.
Gross.
Hi.
That's disgusting.
Can I use my second attack then on the ear?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna like it's got
Okay.
like 0 AC, like 0 like it's technically a trinket, a random trinket. But yeah, if you want to just smash that thing and just
Arr.
destroy
Yeah.
it, you absolutely can.
Nope.
And is there anything else?
Are there any
For your
other
turn.
disembodied body parts around here?
Roll a
Eric can just
perception.
manhandle.
Oh
That
no.
was gonna be my go-to of I
Yeah.
looked up.
Look up. Okay, so if that is your turn, then Valkyra is next. Valkyra, do you want to look up?
During the Ham-Age stuff, I was, I just sheathed my swords and got out my longbow. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. And I'm going to take aim at the yellow zombie that is still
Sweet.
there.
Okay.
And that is a. It said it rolled.
Just click on the roll 20 screen
Okay,
and it'll show up there.
It's a 17. Is it not showing up on
Yeah,
the...
that'll hit for sure.
Okay. And then it's a 1d8, so I guess I'll just roll it in here. And that's a 4.
A 4. Okay.
4.
So you're just gonna let loose an arrow across the room. It's gonna kind of thunk into him, across from the room at you, and 4 damage. And is there anything else with your turn?
I'm also going to move closer to. Is that Elbeth here?
The,
The
bear.
bear.
Yep.
I'm gonna move closer. Yeah, I'm gonna move closer to Taklak, basically.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a friend.
I'm picturing
we
like
be by
Brother Bear,
yourself?
where he's trying to be like, "It's me," but he's like,
Yeah. She has all these moments that are so like the mom in Brave, where she's just like,
Yep. Okay. So, it is Taklak's turn.
yeah. So I will look around. I'll do the perception check to see if there are. It's a 19.
Okay, so you are going to see 3 other hands
Oh shoot!
skittering about on the ceiling. I'll pull
Thank
them
you.
over for you all to see.
Oh, thank you, Fred.
And they seem to be
No,
like
thank you,
sticking to
friend.
the shadows of the pillars and hiding from view.
Cool. Would that be my action? The looking around.
Yes, it would be.
Okay.
Unless you have a bonus action.
I think I do. Where's that? Yeah. So as a bonus action, I'll cast a spiritual weapon.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. So if you go over under the journal, we actually have spiritual weapon under the player area, under spells and summons. You can pull it over, and here I'll pull it out for you. Drag it onto the map.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see it.
There we go.
Dope.
What does it do again?
So
So she pops it into existence, and then every turn she can take an action and then use a bonus action to make it attack. So
Cool.
it's basically just a floating spectral weapon that just kind of pops into existence. What form does it take, Taklak?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll just say it's like one of those like large, like two-handed swords, like Keyblade style.
Okay,
Like,
just
huge.
huge next
It's
to
like
you.
twice the size of her, maybe.
Like cloud
Okay.
cloud sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cloud sword.
Love it.
Okay,
She's not compensating for her small height at all.
totally not. Okay, so then it is now this thing's turn, and it is going to skitter over, and it is again going to drop down on you, Taklak, since you were closest.
Cool.
And it is going to attempt to claw you. Oh, a 19 to hit.
That does hit. I have an AC of 18.
So it's gonna drop down at your face and then just claw down, and it's gonna do 2 slashing.
Ow.
Ouch!
That's rude.
A whole 2 slashing. And that is its turn. And then, Lorna, you are up.
Sorry, did you say Morna or Lauren?
Morna.
Okay.
All right,
just
I
making
can't
sure I
read
wasn't
Oh,
missing
okay.
that.
Random voice
Sorry.
from my laptop is talking in my ear. So
God,
The
I
warning.
haven't moved.
Do you have
I
like
found out what it is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do you
I
have
found out
like
what it is. I
assistance,
just-
like
it's-
speech to whatever?
yes, I do. All right. So what's left in the room? Is that a zombie at the back?
There's 3 crawling hands.
Okay.
2 are still kind of skittering around on the ceiling, and then there's one
Here's
zombie.
Okay.
Here's 2.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can assign them colors, but it's gonna like kind of put it off.
Nah,
center
that's
from
fine.
me.
It is what it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my movement and walk closer to Taklak over here.
Oh.
Still, while I'm walking, I'm just trying to wipe all the blah off of me. Just like,
All right.
this is never going to come out. I don't know when we're gonna leave this place. I'm gonna smell to high heaven. And I'm
Yikes.
gonna. You said that there's stuff flopping around Taklak and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a hand on my face.
Well, then I'm going to, if the DM allows me, I would like to reach out and grab this hand from your face.
She is a monk.
Uh-huh.
Just
roll dexterity for me to see if you can grab it, because I rolled a dexterity to get away from you. It was kind of high.
mm-hmm. All right, that's okay. I rolled a 10, but I have a +6 to dexterity, so 16.
I rolled a 19.
Oh.
I missed.
So close.
I grabbed
So,
Taklak
like,
in the
as
face.
you
Slap me.
as you come up, it's gonna like skitter away, and you're just gonna kind of
I got your
paw
nose.
Taklak in the
I got
face.
your nose.
So awkward.
Is there anything else?
Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm sorry.
At least you didn't roll a 1. You might have punched her.
Yeah.
So,
Ah.
like a fly on someone's
Oh.
face.
It's like Home Alone, like stay still. Okay, and it is the zombie's turn.
Don't move.
And it is gonna and just start running for you, Valkyra. And it is
Of
gonna
course.
come up and just slam into you.
But
22 to hit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombie, man. Look at that. So I assume that hits as it slams into you with
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
bludgeoning
22 hits.
damage. Yeah. So 6
Alright.
bludgeoning damage as it just and like slams into you. And then that is its turn. So the next up is this little guy, and he's gonna come skittering over and drop down on Tylen's head and attempt to claw you. Oh, 9 to hit.
Nope.
I
got a
knew the
helmet
high
on.
rolls could only last for so long. But that's okay. I've got one more, and it's so far away. Hold on, let me measure really quick. No, I can't. Okay, so
His little hand.
Is he able to reach that zombie?
Yeah, it's gonna like get to like right here, and it's just kind of like hugging around the pillar, like skittering back and forth. And then it is Talon's turn.
Can I swipe at it with my sword and not possibly kill myself in the process?
Oof. Yeah.
I mean, if not, then I'm just gonna go
If
and
you-
do something else.
Roll 5 or below as you're just swiping at your face with your giant sword, though. I might have you inflict some partial damage to your face.
All right. Well, I'm not terribly bright, so it's creepy, and I'm gonna whack myself in the head with my sword.
Okay.
Blunt side.
Yeah, blunt side.
Ooh.
Okay, so
That's a-
25.
To hit? Yep. On the first
Okay.
attack.
Thank God.
Yeah,
That's
you
10.
are just you managed to kind of come in at an angle, and you just sliced it right in half, right off your face, and went flying off of you into bits.
All right.
So that one is down.
Okay, hold on. I get 2 attacks, so I'm going to
Yep.
use my movement, and I think I can get within 5 feet of that guy. So I'm going to attack the zombie as well, yelling really loud.
Awesome.
Apparently, I rolled a 20.
Woo!
So
Okay,
it is
crit.
it's a one-handed. So but I rolled shit on damage, so it's 7.
Okay, you're just doing one-handed.
I have a shield on.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I'm
Okay. So just 7 damage as you could just come barreling towards it, and you swing down. It's gonna kind of come in and like chink in against the bone and not go down as far into it as you wanted. But it's still a good hit, and it's gonna look back and then it is Sprig's turn.
Okay, Sprig is gonna run on over to this hand over here, and she's gonna thwack at it with her staff.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead.
How do I? 19.
Ooh.
A 19. That'll hit for sure.
Okay, and damage will be
If it's more than 1, that's gonna do it.
2.
Yeah. Is it really 2?
Yeah, it's 2.
I love
That's
it.
amazing. Yeah, so you are just barely able to put enough force behind this attack to just kind of, it's gonna like into the hand and push it into the stone, and it'll stop moving. And then really quick, I have to do the giveaway for some headbands. Some geeky headbands by Creatology by Cara Fantasy. It's just all just nerdy geeky headbands. So go ahead and type in the chat keyword Cara or Cara.
With a
Sorry
K or
if
a
I'm-
C.
It's a C,
Okay.
but that doesn't help.
We'll pretend it's Kara, because that's how
Kara.
you say it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Sweet. And then, yeah, by Cara, Creatology by Cara Fantasy. So type Cara in the chat to enter to win the giveaway. And then it is Eldeth's turn.
Awesome. I'm also gonna head over here towards the zombie, and I'm going to attack.
Leave that
So-
hand.
Big bear.
I'll start off with my claws. Oh, a nat 20.
Ooh.
So
Ooh,
a 24.
Nice.
Ooh.
nice. That'll definitely hit.
All right. 2d6. 12 points of damage.
Okay. That is going to do it.
Cool.
So, and what are you attacking with?
Yes.
My claw.
Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna come over and just bear paw, just swipe at it, and it's gonna kind of go limply into this pillar and just smash, just shattering bone. And you are down that zombie. Oh my gosh, I can't select it amid all these tokens. Kind of right in here. Move and come on. There you go. Okay. All right. And then it is there anything else, Eldith?
No, I can't get to the thing to do my other attack, so I'll just be like, rah.
Belkira.
So is the hand still on Taklak?
No.
that one's dead.
That one was defeated.
Okay.
There's still one crawling up on the ceiling, like right here.
Yeah, that one was taken out with a thwack check, so.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. It's on the ceiling?
Mm-hmm. Just kind of skittering around up by that pillar.
Sure. I'll use my I'll aim my longbow at that little creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it come over? It didn't come over.
You might be rolling D&D Beyond's dice rolling. Do you have that activated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
do.
might want to turn that
It's not-
off.
Yeah, you might need to deactivate it for it to roll on to roll 20.
I think you do it from like the
Oh,
like you
gotcha.
drop down from
Okay.
your name and then go down there and turn that off.
Okay.
Toggle
It was
the right button.
17 plus 5. So
Yeah,
20.
yep, that'll hit.
And then it's 1d8 plus 2 piercing. 7.
Yeah, definitely gonna do it. So with your longbow, you are just gonna aim up at that ceiling, and it's just gonna ding, like into the stone. It just goes right through the hand, and it's just kind of impaled there up on the ceiling and goes limp. Now you are down and out of initiative. Down that hand.
Yay.
Ooh.
Initiative.
I feel like this is Sprig's dream. Like, we all just came in and annihilated everything, and Sprig is just like, donk! I helped!
He's like, I like all of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look up just to see if there's anything else in the ceiling.
Yeah, you don't see anything else in the room, and everything seems kind of quiet and still.
How stinky is Morna?
Well, that pass without trace lasts for like
An hour.
ever. Yeah, so you are good. You're sneaky, assuming that you don't
That's
roll a
so
one or
if I'm
something.
a bear.
But
Stinky, smelly.
Yeah.
oh, stinky. Oh,
Stinky.
that kind of like rotting blood, like
Yeah.
black
So-
oozing,
so Tyler's
gross,
gonna-
like yeah.
Tap Morna on the shoulder and like gesture at the wizard lady. Be like, I think you should go talk to Spriggs. I think she's got you got schmutz on your face. You should probably go talk to her about that.
Get
I
something.
wipe my face and just. Do I accidentally hit anyone?
Well, I see Tylen moving off there, so no. I love that
okay.
you're moving your token, like.
No.
Gonna go right here.
Everybody's like, mm.
Eldith, are you staying in bear form? By
Yeah.
the way? Okay.
May as well.
All right. Let me know if you want to switch back so I can switch the tokens for you.
No, you
Okay.
got like heightened.
Mona,
right?
would you like any help with that?
Yes, please. I smell.
All right, I'll
Horrible.
prestidigitation it away.
Thank
Did
you.
anyone pick up the ring that was on the ground?
No,
I
Okay.
thought the bear was
It's
wearing it.
no, I pawed
Well,
on it
yeah.
so that they would know.
I mean, I've got a bunch of like leather straps and stuff. I can make a necklace out of it.
Ooh.
You know, if the bear really wants it, just make it.
Oh.
Just pull out some of the leather, ties on my
Strappings.
armor and just fashion it and stick it on her neck.
She's like smelling around. She's like, oh.
Well, I plan to never be near acid, so I don't need it.
Well, I don't know what happened to her. She's really big and furry now, but here you can have the necklace. with an acid ring.
If a bear could look super pleased and like proud, a bear would.
Acklac's gonna sneak up next to the little coffin dealio over here and just like peer in just to make sure.
Yeah. Are you like just peering in, or are you gonna kind of rifle through?
Well, she's gonna peer in and make sure there's not a body in there, and if there's not a body in there, then she will further investigate.
Yes. There is not a body in there.
Okay, then she will look a little bit more closely.
Yeah. Roll an investigation as you kind of search through like what seems to be like remains of like ratty clothes. Things.
I find some ratty clothes.
You find 1 copper piece.
Woo! Add that to my inventory.
And just some like ratty, like disintegrating old clothes. That kind of fall apart in your hands.
Black like holds up a thing.
Tylen's gonna knock on this other coffin down here.
Just knock on it.
And knock on it first, see if there's any response.
There's no response.
Okay, she's gonna shove the lid off a little bit.
Yeah. It does appear to be empty.
Looks in more
Investigate
thoroughly.
it. Yeah, investigate it.
My -1. Let's do this. It's a 1.
It's
With
a
the -1.
We're pretty sure that it's a coffin.
All right.
Oh god, we have the best investigators on the job here.
Like, bet a body once went in here.
We are going to solve this case so hard.
Totally.
Nothing suspicious
So
over there whatsoever.
Is this a crypt that I'm in front of?
Yes, so there's just kind of like little like alcoves with like coffins all around the room. And if you want to like investigate them, you can go ahead and just roll investigation to rifle through them. Most of them seem to be like kind of shoved open. Yeah, so that one's currently empty of any body, but you can roll investigation to search through it.
Yeah. That show up? Yay. 10.
Better than me by 9-fold, so.
So it's gonna be, you are going to find 15 gold pieces as you kind of rifle through there. That they
Hecklock was
maybe
really excited about her copper until you find 15 gold pieces.
I would like to do something that's going to sound really weird. So I know what my companions are smelling like, and I know like what the hands and the zombie smell like. I would like to do a keen smell check to see if I smell anything different, like a different kind of creature. Does that make sense?
Yes. Like, am I smelling something else that isn't this?
Oh, okay. So that is 20.
Yes.
30, 20.
So you definitely smell other smells, almost like more putrid, coming from down this hallway.
Not that she can communicate that beyond.
Like, she just seems very distressed, and she's kind of pawing towards that direction and like shaking her head.
Did Timmy fall down the well? All right. I'm gonna follow. The bear clearly wants us to go down here. It must be safe. So let's do that.
It must be.
As you kind of go down the hallway, you are going to see the Banshee kind of reappear, this time looking almost more concerned than angry, and she's just gonna live or die. And just like sit there, live or die, over and over again.
Is this the point where we leave?
Run! Elvis like nods, like leave.
Cool. I'm gonna take a few steps back though, because that's a ghost. Maybe. creeps me out unless she like immediately disappears after that.
She doesn't. She seems to like be wanting to bar the way almost.
Mm-hmm.
I look back and yell for Sprig. Sprig.
Aye.
The magic talk. Do magic talk to the thing.
Magic talk, you say?
You're smart. I don't know. What does she want?
Banshee lady, how can we help you?
Leave or die.
Well, we're not going to leave. Is there something else we can do?
Leave or die.
I don't know if she is going to leave.
I'm gonna. Okay, then I'm gonna take out my pike of pride because I guess it's kind of magic too, and just like slowly like reach it out to her to see if it goes through her, meaning that I can't do.
It does.
Okay, then I'm gonna shimmy like as close as I can to the wall to not touch her.
Can
Look around.
Sprig do? I don't have detect magic. Can I do some kind of like investigation or something to check whether she's an illusion instead of a banshee?
Or like Arcana, maybe?
Yeah.
Arcana? Or I don't know if nature would cover that.
Like,
You
is
could
she a
vibe
projection
check.
with a candle?
Yeah.
I could go with Arcana.
Yeah, okay.
There are little crystals projecting her image up in the corners of the room.
Would have gotten away
23.
with it too if it weren't for you and your.
Are there strings?
Your meddling bear?
So she definitely appears to be a real banshee, even though she does seem incorporeal. But there's no like illusion or projectors coming down from the ceilings or anything like that. She does seem to be like wavering and like reaching out to you and just repeating the leave or die.
I really need that money. Can I look around the right corner first?
Yeah, you are going to see hallways that kind of descend in both directions. It
Oh,
looks like the
Jesus.
one to the south opens up into like a larger chamber down there, and the one to the north also kind of opens up to a larger chamber. The one to the north has like an old rotted wooden door.
Cool.
Yeah.
Coin toss. Rock
The
paper
bear is
scissors.
just like
which side?
sadly shaking her head. Like, no.
Can I like prestidigitation
Death.
some wind to see if it goes in one direction?
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna try and like do some air and see if it like.
Yeah, see if it like gets pulled in one direction or another.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and do that if you'd like.
Okay. I cast prestidigitation.
Yep. So it's gonna actually start traveling towards you, towards the exit where there would be fresh air coming down.
Uh-huh.
Well, then use my
Well
survival
played, DM. Well played.
and figure
go
that
do
if there's a door, whatever's behind the door is probably more important than a chamber without a door. So Talon's gonna go north.
Yeah.
Okay. Eldeth, as they turn north, you are definitely gonna know that that's the smell where the really putrid scent is coming from.
Wrong.
Good to be safe. Yeah, we're going the right way, right? Good job. I like this story.
The banshee's gonna look after
Cheers
you and then
on.
just kind of like fade from view.
Eldith and the Banshee just stare at each other for a minute, like, why?
No.
I guess I do a perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna like lean against the door and do a listening check to see if
Yeah, if you guys are both listening, you can roll with advantage, like as you're kind of like helping. Like, what, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What's the?
I rolled a 19 for
good
perception.
thing. I've got a helmet on. Maybe some earplugs.
Yeah, so Tylen, you're gonna come up there and just like nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah. Quiet.
Taklak's got the soft clink right in your ears.
Belkira for sure though is gonna hear like kind of like a scuffling and scraping sound.
Okay, so I turn to the party. I said, "There's definitely something in there." Doesn't sound
You
good.
knock on the door.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
hit
can.
1, 2, 3, not it.
All right, can I do a stealth? Where's the bear? Where are you? You're not within.
Did the bear come down the hall?
Yeah.
I'm behind. I'm behind the monk. It's hard for me to get around people. I'm big.
There.
I'm a big,
Right, I was up at the-
lumbering,
Okay,
furry
well-
creature.
I'm sort of technically within 30, almost 30 feet of her. She's right next to the monk. To
I'll
Okay.
be like as close as possible.
to stealthily
You guys can all
try
like
and open the door.
scooch up on
Yeah.
the door. Yeah, roll your stealth with that +10.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. You are just gonna silently, even though you're pretty sure these hinges normally creak, you're able to apply just the right pressure to just silently open that door.
You gotta lift it up a little bit and then out.
And inside,
I'm
you are
sorry.
going to peep what appear to be 2 ghouls and a ghast. Just kind of around this main chamber here that looks, just judging by like the statues and whatnot that are around, seems to be like the resting place of the old warriors of the family.
Well, we could go in loud.
We could go in loud and proud, or fire.
As
at
I
me.
nudge, wink, wink, the only fire breather here.
I can make one of you breathe fire if you want to.
And I look at Taklak.
Well, I guess we can use that as our backup.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Do we
You
see
don't have to.
3?
Yeah, and they're not next to each other.
I mean, it's a cone. Where am I?
That's all right. We can use it after they're dead, maybe, to make sure they're dead.
So what's the size of the cone? You should be able to drag it over if you look under player area and then spells and summons. You
Okay.
should, like,
Is
I've
it
got
a 30?
15,
Yeah.
30, and 60. is
It's a
what I've got.
15.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
And rotate.
Yeah.
There you go. You can.
And
you can
that
move
that
it.
Yeah,
kind of like that little target
get
thing in the
one.
end is where you cast from. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you could run in and be in the middle of the room and hit them. Or we
We
could
hit
wait
2
for
of them.
Yeah, we could, or we could, wait and
We can
and
wait
not
for a
do that.
better opportunity. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's
I
Look
could
at the-
run
hold
in
back
and
on
get
that. But
back
yes,
one
I like
there.
where your head's at.
All right. I'm good to Braveheart this if we're ready.
Do you want me to go first again?
I'm totally willing to go first and just, have someone else like bang open the door and I'm just gonna rush in.
I'll be right behind you, doing
The door's
that.
already open, right?
Oh well, partially. Yeah. All
I
right.
assume that you guys are all just whispering right here
Yes.
with your pass without
Wait, does it
Trace
go
helping
in?
you.
All right.
Just all stacked up on the door.
It's like in like the cartoons where you just see like little
Yeah,
heads, like, all at once.
we're just continuing the Scooby Doo theme here.
All right. I mean, Tylen then is just gonna
Stacked up.
run right here and run in between 2 of them because orc.
Right. I'll give you a surprise attack, and then we'll roll initiative.
All right, cool. Then I will attack the whiter of the 2, the one on my left.
This guy, he definitely seems bigger and meaner looking than
Yeah,
the
let's
2
do that.
ghouls. Yep.
All right.
Nice.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
All right, then it
It
does.
does.
Whatcha! 10 slashing damage, and then I swing again
All right.
with a
Ooh.
19, and
Go
I
ahead.
swing the other way, Zverchow. Sorry, Zverchow, and hit him again with an 8 slashing damage.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. As you just kind of swing into him, like oozing dark, thick blood is just going to come pouring out of his wounds. And then everybody roll initiative. Call it out to me.
30-20 for Morna.
All right.
10 for Taklak.
Jesus Christ.
4 for Sprig.
Just the
Five.
way she
So
likes it,
fitting.
going
Five
left.
So
for Tyler.
fitting.
Yeah.
5 for Tylen. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
Oh, no.
4 for Belkira? Or Eldeth? Who said that?
Bilkira.
Okay. And then
4 for
Eldeth, did
Belkira.
you say yours?
13.
13, okay. All right. 4
Lucky
for Belkira, Eldeth for... Okay. Okay, Morna, you are up
Just
first.
Oh, goody.
6. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what? It
Alright.
was a 6?
Yeah, mine's a 6. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, friend. You attacked the one on the left, correct?
I did, yes, the white
All right,
one.
then I'ma take my dash action and get all up in this guy's business. And I would like to make an attack with my short sword. Let's
Okay.
see, 15 plus 8. That's a 23 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
No good. Glad to hear it. And then that's 6 plus 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay,
11
and let's put... Hold on, let me put the little things on him so I know who we're talking about here. All right, we're gonna do blue here. We're gonna do red here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ping.
Nope, it was fine. And then we're gonna do green on this guy. Okay, so you're attacking blue or red?
I'm attacking blue.
11 damage. Okay, 11 damage. Okay.
All right. That was a limit damage to that. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to stab it with my horns. Because I can. 26 to hit.
26 to hit will hit.
26
yes.
to hit.
Gory.
Uh-huh. And then a 7 damage.
Okay, sweet. 7 damage. And what are you attacking? You're goring?
Yeah, my
Okay.
horns as a...
Just coming
my-
over and attacking and then just goring with your horns, just ripping the body apart with your horns, just gore going everywhere.
Here we go
Whoa.
again.
It doesn't explode this time, so you've
Okay.
mostly just
And
got
it
like the
goes
ooze on your
outwards.
horns. But yeah, it's not really an explosion onto you, but your horns are gonna need a wash.
So is it down?
It is down.
Blue
Yeah,
is
it's-
down. Right?
Yep.
Blue?
Yep, blue
Blue's
is
down.
down.
Blue's down. Like down and out or just down?
Down and out.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
Freedom!
Sprig is like, could you not get dirty for 1 second?
Apparently not.
Okay, it is now. This guy is dead, so this guy is going to turn, and he's going to attack you, Tylen, with his claws. It's a 24 to hit.
Gee, I'll have to check.
10 slashing, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Damage. On.
Okay, you make the save. For a second, you feel something leaching into your bloodstream and like starting to stiffen up your arm, but then it kind of recedes as the
Aw.
gas here just like slashes into you. And then
No, thank you,
it
friend.
is Eldeth's turn.
Cool. Can I get past everybody?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
move. Pardon me. Pardon me. As they just
Everyone
kind of
gets
scrunch
squished
up against
against
the
the
walls. Yeah.
Be like, "Hurrah!" Alright, and I'm gonna go for green. So I'll do
Alright.
my multi-attack and we'll start with claws.
Okay.
Ah, wait, oh, that dice went down. Nope, that's a good one. Alright, 16?
A 16 will hit. Yep.
Grand. 14 points of slashing damage.
Nice. On green. 14 as you're just clawing into him. You just
And
come
then I can
barreling
bite him.
into the room. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's gonna be 20 to hit.
20 to hit will hit.
And then 7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. So as you bite into him, just rip off a chunk of like gross rotting flesh.
Yeah.
You're gonna notice like he is just kind of like limping, like hanging on his. And then he doesn't have much left to him. And then Taklak, you are up.
Indeed. So Taklak is gonna cast Sacred Flame at the green one. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dex save. 14?
I'm gonna. I always forget. Does that if I have a DC of 14? Would that
Meet it,
fail?
beat it. So I've got it. Yeah.
Okay. So then I
was able
would want
to save.
I would want to force my 7 onto it from my.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make it fail.
Nice. So okay. So it will instead roll a 7 from your amaranthine rolls, and it will fail.
So it'll take 2d8 radiant damage then. Ooh.
So it's just there's just gonna be this just flame of
that's
white
harsh.
hot radiant damage just shoot out from you, and it is just gonna just burn up and just whoosh into nothing but like floating ash.
Dope.
Yeah.
It's a really powerful
And
flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then it would have been its turn. Tylen, first thing I need you to do, since you're starting your turn within 5 feet of it, it is just overpowering how bad this thing smells, and I need you to make a DC Constitution save of 10. 23. Okay. All right, you're fine. It's more like okay. You kind of just have to fight through the stench to fight the creature. And then go ahead and take your turn.
Watcha! Zornhau attack with 25 to hit.
That'll
and
hit.
that does 12 slashing damage. And she's gonna gird her nose and swing again.
Right.
For a 20. A natural 20. Sounds like a
Okay.
15 slashing damage.
But
And
you're
my-
just that's gonna finish it. So as you're just slashing into it with your +1 longsword there, you are just slicing and dicing through, just right down through its center and then across it again. And it will just kind of do the like slow slide into pieces bit.
like
And then-
Underworld, where it's just
yeah, just yeah. And then you guys are out of initiative.
Whew.
Oh my goodness, you guys are the best group of adventurers I've ever seen. I didn't even have to do anything that time.
Tylen's gonna go back over to the entrance and take out her pride pike and like draw like an arrow or something of like to indicate that we came from that way. You know,
Okay, I'm gonna
she's
try.
always
I'm
worried
just
about
gonna
getting lost. You don't have to do it.
do an
I would like to do
Like,
another
exit that way.
Another keen smell check, please.
yes.
Well, maybe
I smell terrible, don't I?
yeah.
Prestidigitation upon you.
15. That
So
one?
you're not smelling anything else up here.
Okay.
Any remaining smells kind of seem to come from that south tunnel.
Take a
Oh,
look
we
over
just
here.
came from.
Yeah, as you guys kind of search in these chambers, you're gonna see just kind of statues to warriors from, like, with the family crest on all their, like, shields, and just a bunch of, like, open burst coffins hanging out around in all the alcoves.
I would
So
like
cute.
to investigate for shinies.
Yes, investigate for shinies. Anyone that wants to do that, go ahead and roll your investigation for me.
18.
All right.
Ooh, 17. I rolled high. Ooh.
All right.
I didn't know it's possible to roll a 0, but it is.
No.
Wow.
I'm going to stand in the middle of the room and sit down because I'm tired.
So, everyone that rolls above a 10, you're going to find 24 gold pieces each in the various, as you're searching and rifling through these old coffins.
Jesus.
Tackleck's excited because it's more than the 1 copper, and then sees everyone else got the same amount and is like, oh, come on.
Not everyone noticed that there were gold pieces there.
Laura's not even sure she sees the coffins.
Nope.
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so
You're like, there's
we're
coffins. Doesn't
Going
look
back
like
to
there's
the
anything in there.
entrance board. There's clearly nothing there. Nothing
Yeah.
of value.
Okay.
I'll paw towards where the smell is.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
that's the exit.
continue
Good job, Bear.
down
Wrong.
south.
Let's go.
Okay, really quick as you guys continue down this tunnel,
Oh, sorry.
we have to
one
do
more,
a giveaway.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna giveaway for D&D Beyond Player's Handbook. No
Ooh.
keyword, just type
Nice.
hi or your favorite color in chat to enter.
That's awesome.
D&D Beyond Player's Handbook.
So while they do that, Tylen is
I
going
just
to do
moved
another.
my chair and I saw it moving out of the corner of my eye and I was like,
She's gonna put another carrot like you did there. Exit that way on the floor with her pride stick.
Okay. Exit that way.
pride stick. I love it.
It's so good. Okay, and then exit that way.
Nice.
There we go. All right. And as you continue down to this chamber, you are going to see that this seems to have been a chamber for priests and priestesses that have served the family throughout the years.
I'm gonna do a perception check,
Okay. Roll.
and it is a 6.
You're pretty sure that this
It's chamber.
room, yeah, it's chamber. Yep. Oh my goodness, both of you. Yeah. So Tylen is also
dark.
gonna wander and be like,
It's
Yeah.
dark in here.
priests.
I
and
can see, but it's
priestesses
still dark.
Maybe we're in here at some point.
Cool.
And let me follow you on the
Religious
map
people.
down there. We're just staring at this dark chamber. Maybe some sort of religious people's chamber.
Is anyone religious? I look at the littlest person with us.
Me?
Whoa.
It's ironic because I only have a +1 to religion, but I
Oh,
can
really?
roll a religion check.
All right. Fair enough. Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 17. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have a +1 to religion.
Nice.
So you are looking
I rolled a nat
around.
20 on religion.
And you notice,
Plus
that
3 religion.
most of the
Barrett.
iconography, there we go, is to the god Kelemvor, which is the god of death and rest and end of being. And then you are going to notice something glinting on the floor. And you will
bend over to pick it
recognize
up.
it. Yeah. You will recognize it with that religion check as a holy symbol to a dark god.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
cool.
I want that.
That's pretty dope looking.
Yeah.
I
Like a
hold it.
dark god that she knows of?
Yes, so this is a holy symbol of Orcus, the Prince of Undeath.
Ooh.
Orcus?
Like orcas or orc-is?
Like Orcus, like not orca like the killer whale, but like Orcus, like like cussing you
Yeah.
out. He's the Prince of Undeath, and he has
Arcus.
shit for you to say. For
So did Morna
Okay.
pick it up?
Yeah.
I
Do you
bent
pick up?
over and I picked it up and I held.
So like while Morna's in the process of doing that, I was like, "Don't," and then it's like too late. It's like, "Don't pick that." Oh,
As you pick that up, you
Oh, no.
guys are going to sense a chill kind of take over the room, and I'm going to need you to roll initiative as two
Oh no! Look at cold in
ghosts
hair.
kind of rise up from
Oh my God.
the coffins and get ready to attack
Finally.
you.
17.
Rig with that low roll again.
4. Sprig's never ready to fight.
Thailand 18.
Love it.
Tack
Okay,
has a
hold
13.
on just
Oh,
one
sorry.
second, and I'm gonna need you guys to call those out to me again in just a second. I gotta pull up my tracker here.
Face is mad because it fell on the ground.
Whoopsies.
Ow.
Okay. Call them out to me one more time.
Taklak 13.
Black 13,
Thailand 18.
Island 18,
Sprig 4.
Valkyrus. You keep doing that.
Valkyra,
Valkyra, 17.
17. Okay.
One has 16.
All right, and Eldeth.
A whole 9.
All right. Start. Tylan, you see these ghosts kind of rise up from their coffins and kind of lock eyes with you, and you are able to go.
All right, there's
First.
2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
I'm gonna whack the one right in front of me. Ah!
Okay.
Gonna probably miss unless a 12 hits.
12 will hit, actually.
Whatcha? For 7 slashing damage, and I'm going to attack right
With
again.
your +1 longsword, correct? Not to get
Yes.
too meta, but yes. Okay.
Ooh. All right, so that's a miss. However, I'm going to action surge and get my
Nice.
2 attacks again, because I hate ghosts. Fuck. All right, and my second attack
Oof.
is much better.
Okay.
21. So that's another 10 slashing
10
damage.
Slashing damage.
And I
Okay.
did not do a maneuver, so
Okay.
that's it.
You're just a little freaked out. You're just kind of swinging wildly. Though you are seeing like some of your slashes like did kind of like as they kind of go through, they kind of separate like almost in a mist swipe through of the ghost, and it doesn't quite form back with the same like solidness
Solidity.
that it did before. Yes. And then Belkira, you are up.
So if I'm holding my 2 short swords,
You can just shink shink. You're gonna do two-handed.
is it one? Yeah. Is it? Do I roll for each one?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So the first one is 15,
Okay, that'll hit.
and okay, and the damage is 7.
Okay, and what? Sorry to get meta, but what is the weapon that you are attacking with? Is it just
Short
straight
sword.
sword, or is it a short sword plus
Yeah.
1, or just straight short sword? Okay,
She has the ring of mind shielding.
And I have, yeah. So the short sword
okay.
is the hit DC says +6. Is that what you're asking?
No, I was meta. I'm
Okay.
asking if it's a magical weapon or just a mundane weapon. Okay, so okay, so you are going to hit, but you are not feeling like you're really connecting. It's like you're fighting mist a little bit. And then tell me
Cool.
what the damage was on those again.
7.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're quite connecting with
Just-
that. Okay.
Okay.
And then let's see here. It is Morna's turn.
Marna's turn. Well, you say that there's just the 2 of them still?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see, how far away is this mother trucker over here? How far away is the one in the corner? Plus, if I knew how to actually use this thing.
Let's
So
see, you are
yeah,
25
there you
feet.
go.
from-
Nah. Oopie. That's not a 20-foot radius, but I have a 5-foot reach. So let's just go ahead and do my do what I always do: dash and stab. Because that's been working
Dash
out
and
for me.
stab.
And it is with my +1 short sword. That'll be a 23 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
Because I'm a big girl. But that's a 7 damage.
7 damage.
And then I'm not sure that my horns.
Your short sword is mundane.
No, it's a
Good.
+1.
Okay.
+1.
Everyone just
Magical.
ignore that I'm asking these questions.
But I'm gonna
So
take my mundane
magical.
horns and hit it
Yeah.
with a 27 to hit.
Oh, well.
I'm assuming that hits. So,
Yes.
and then let's go with a 9 damage.
Okay, again, like you're gonna and you've
I
been
know, it's
really
mundane.
successful with this like horn attack so far, just goring your enemies. And this time it just kind of like you just whoop, like kind of swish through a little bit and not quite connect like you're used to.
Hmm.
All right.
I got a brain freeze now.
Just super cold. Nice crystals are forming on your hair. Okay, and then it is now Taklak's turn.
Yeah, so Taklak will Sacred Flame again. So it's a dex saving throw for the one next to me.
All right. Let's do dex here. A 3.
Oh, good. Good.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature.
Yep.
So
Woo!
that's
Max
10
damage.
damage.
Okay, so 10 damage is just gonna come burning down onto the ghost, and you're gonna see it just kind of flame up. And then as it kind of dissipates, the ghost is still there, though it's like kind of crumpled up a little and like glitching in and out of view almost. All right. Damage. Okay, and then it is now this one's turn.
After Taklak, looks like
I've got my
Okay.
guy. Yep, and I am going to turn to you, Tylin. And I am going to have you make a charisma saving throw, as it is going to try and move into you.
Ooh.
knew I should have taken a different feat. Come on. There we go. 8.
Woo! Okay. So,
If it was wisdom,
let's
I almost would have
see
had
here,
that.
let me pose this. So you guys are all gonna see this ghost kind of just into Ted, and you're gonna see her kind of like move like this, and then look around, and just like start laughing at all of you.
Oh, no.
And you are now currently possessed. So you are aware that you are possessed. It controls your body, but like you are like still aware. And it's going to try and move you down. It's going to have you open this door and it's gonna move you down the hallway.
I have a speed of 30.
Yep. And it seems dead set on getting you to the end of this room for some unknown reason. And let's see. Okay.
If only this was the first time I'd been possessed.
Eldeth, you are up.
Cool. I'm gonna go for this glitchy ghost. And I'm gonna slash and bite.
Okay.
Ooh. Natural 20 to hit.
Natural 20 will
Is that your second crit on the damage roll?
It is.
Rolling high. I was rolling high at the beginning and not so much anymore.
Which is really odd. I normally don't. I'm crediting this new dice.
You know, normally roll 20 is very mean to me, but this morning it was very nice to me at the beginning, and then it remembered that it doesn't want me to win. But no, sorry.
No, you're good. So that is 6 slashing damage
on the glitching ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what are you? It's just your paw.
It's just my paw.
All right. Again, you're just kind of feeling like you're swiping at mist, like it's going to kind of instantly reform after you're hitting it.
So then I'm going to get mad and I'm going to bite at it because I'm just a bear right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and wow, this dice is showing me that I should keep my mouth shut because now that's only 9.
Okay. 9 to hit? Okay.
Yeah.
That will not hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing next to it, does it look like it's like not taking damage at all or just less damage?
Less damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you'll see it like kind of swipe away, but then it kind of reforms. Like it still seems like less, but not. It doesn't seem to be struggling to reform after those attacks.
Cool.
And then Eldith, is that it for you?
Yep.
Sprig, you are up.
Would dispel magic work on possession?
Yes. Well, okay, so it's dispel evil and good, but I will allow you to use dispel magic.
Okay, Sprig is
Just
going
because.
to move towards Tylin and cast dispel magic.
Sweet. So you are going to see, like, you're going to cast this over Tylin, and you're going to see, like, it go rigid for a second, and then just the ghost is going to go rushing out of Tylin.
Get out of my friend, ghost!
Piss off, ghost. Okay, so that happens. Is there anything else with your turn, Sprig?
Nope.
Okay.
I just, as a free action, just turn around and genuinely bow. Thank you. Tastes bad. Not the bowing, the ghost.
And then it is Glitchy Ghost's turn now. And it is going to turn. And it's going to have Morna make a charisma save.
Ooh.
Then let me just see about that. Just a generalized charisma save.
Yeah, just a general charisma save against a DC of 13.
18. Aha.
18. Okay.
18.
You will. So it's gonna kind of rush towards you, and then you are just gonna kind of go, huh, and it bounces back.
What? Don't mess with monks. What?
Yeah. You just kind of like do, you know, that Matrix pose where he just like all the dust comes like boom off of him as he flexes, and then it will kind of bounce back off of you, and then it is now Tylin. It's your turn.
I am gonna so whack the crap out of that ghost and And next track on the target by attacker other than me. Nope.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do a precision attack and just add a d8 to my roll. Where's my longsword? You can die, ghost. Ish. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice.
And then,
then
minimum freaking damage. All right, so that's 12 slashing from my first attack. Unless precision gave me advantage, I don't think it does. Yeah, doesn't matter. All right, and then I'm gonna attack again. Stab you with a 13. Maybe I might miss.
okay, 13 will hit.
Oh, all right.
But ooh,
Five full slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. Okay, so again, you're just kind of like hitting into it, and you're like, you feel like you're connecting, but you're a little like shook from that experience, and so you're just not swinging quite with as much fervor as you normally would. And then is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I wouldn't even risk moving away from it because she might possess me again. Also, can I move? Yeah, okay. But I am gonna move 5. Well, I'm just gonna move over here.
Okay.
In case anyone wants to come in and flank. That's it.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my own house rules. Taklak, Morna, Eldith, you have advantage on this ghost.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Against
yeah.
this ghost. Sorry, I'm forgetting my own rules. You
I
can
forgot
flank.
too.
I mean, all of mine have been saved, so it wouldn't have made any difference.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Belkira, you're up.
I am gonna go flank Tylin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use unarmed strike because my short sword didn't work much.
Okay, and
Let's see.
do your unarmed strikes count as magical?
That is a 16. Oh, I mean, I have a mind ring on, but
It's a mind shielding ring.
Let me hold on just a second. Let me roll it just in there to see if that would, if you're hitting
Okay.
with it. Yeah, that rolled in your favor. So you're hitting like with a, you've got this magical ring on, and you're just feeling it like connect with this ghost and just kind of send out like a
Okay.
little magical wave every time you hit. Okay,
Okay.
so 4 damage, and you're just gonna feel that connect. All right. And this ghost is just kind of like shimmering in and out of view, as if it's struggling to like hold on to this realm.
okay.
And is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It is now Lorna's turn.
All right, Marta. So I have recently reread my character sheet, and I've been doing my attacks wrong. I can
Oh,
get
no.
2 attacks on this thing. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh no!
All right. Well, I rolled a 10 and an 18, and I do believe it's a +8 with my short sword. So do those hit?
Yeah, with that
Okay,
+8,
great.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, great.
Right
Great.
math, we're good.
Attack.
All right. All right. Do.
That's okay. I misread my superiority maneuvers. It's been a while since I played this character.
All right. So the short sword, that's a +5. That'll be an 11 and an 8 damage. Is it dead? Again?
It
Is it
is
not dead?
almost dead. You're gonna just connect with it. And it's just gonna kind of like shimmer and like kind of fade for a second and then like kind of reform, but it does seem faded almost.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
All right. Okay, and then it is Taklak. Your turn.
It's gonna sound like a broken record here, but I would like to cast Sacred Flame.
Do it.
So that's another dex saving throw.
Sweet.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, 19. The dice are in favor of me again. Does that
Except
save?
they're not, because
Oh, no.
I have one
Oh, you're
more.
Okay,
That's
so
that one for you.
sweet. So she will fail. Okay, so roll your damage, but I'm going to tell you right
This is
now,
worth it. If I get
any
minimum
damage that
again.
you roll is going to
Oh,
take
okay.
care of this.
Well,
so
that's
again, just
15 damage, so
Max.
I overkill.
So, like, you see it kind of resist, and you, like, that spell that you cast earlier, calling out to the Amaranthine, like, you're just gonna, like, focus on that, and you're gonna see this goes just succumb to the flame coming down, and it is just
Like
gonna
supernatural.
burst.
It goes-
Yeah. Yep. Just whoosh, like you set fire and salted the bones. Yes, exactly.
Tekla brushes off on her armor.
Okay, and then it is now this ghostie's turn.
She'll just move towards the group then, because
Okay.
there's nothing. I'll use my movement.
It's this ghostie over here's turn, and it is going to. It is going to reach out and just claw right through Tylen's like center.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a withering touch, a 20 to hit.
Ooh.
And you are just gonna feel cold all over you as it takes 14 necrotic damage from you.
Ooh.
You mean I take it from?
Yeah, yep, that's what I mean. Yes, that.
Whoa.
All right, I am below half, y'all.
Oof.
Just let you know.
Oof.
Okay.
I
Oof.
gotta make somewhat get
That's-
myself up. Just
That's
It's gonna
me.
kind of see you like shudder from that attack, and like a wicked grin is just gonna spread on its face.
oh, this thing needs
Um,
to die.
And then Eldeth, you are up.
It does.
Okay. I'm going to go in here. And I'm gonna drop the bear
And
as
go
my
back
bonus
to,
action.
Go back to Eldith.
Yeah.
Druid.
So that I can cast a healing word on Tylen.
I mean, if you want to hold on to the bear form, I mean, it's not like urgent. I'm not making
Okay.
a death save.
I also have a bunch of healing stuff.
Yeah,
as
I mean,
cleric.
Okay.
I can also top myself off a little bit. So, like, if you want to keep the bear, I've been a druid. It's a
Okay.
pain in the ass to drop.
Yeah, I'd rather stay as a bear. So if you
Okay, yeah,
think
just
you're
do that.
okay,
Appreciate the
yeah.
thought.
Okay.
I'm like, no.
Like
stay here.
I'll like look at you and we kind of look at each other and then I just go to attack instead. And we're flanking, so I have advantage. So 19 to hit. And it's 2d6. 6, 12, and 16 slashing damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna do it. So you're attacking with your claws, right?
Mhm.
You are just gonna reach out and even though you feel like you're not like really connecting with those claws, the ghost again just kind of and shrieks and fades away.
Nice.
As you kind of just destroy it. And you guys are out of initiative. And you are left with silence. And you are going to see, however, at the far end of the room in front of kind of this almost like slightly ajar, large metal plate in the wall in the form of like a skull. You are going to see the Banshee reappear for just a second. If I can get her there. Hold one.
I'm gonna go over to Taklak.
I was gonna say, how many of y'all are hurt?
I'm just gross.
Did anyone else take damage?
No.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if I should do an aura healing spell or like a specific healing spell.
I think it's probably going to be more specific.
For you. Okay, cool. Let's see, what's the best one? And you're like a lot hurt, right?
Yeah, let me do my where's my thing? My second wind.
Oh, that's right. You have that. I totally forgot you have that.
1d10 plus 5. 11.
Pretty good.
All right, I'm at 32 of 45. So
Okay.
I'm down 13.
I'll do cure wounds at 2nd level.
Nice.
Sweet. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I forget that you get extra because of my life clericness.
Oh, is it 11 plus 4 or?
I think it's 11 plus 4. Yeah.
All right, I am. Whew, I feel rejuvenated.
Oof.
Yeah. All right. I like. Don't. You're so small. Like I like Pat, but that's like patronizing. I want to like hug you, like high five, put like a finger up, high five.
Like jump. It feels more exciting that way too.
Okay. Yeah. Now I can focus on ghosts. I now have a phobia almost of ghosts.
So you are going to see this Banshee standing, and you are going to notice above one of these sarcophagi, there is a portrait, and you will now recognize the Banshee.
I knew it!
She seems to match the portraits above one of these two sarcophagi, and judging by the name on the portrait, her name is Niamh O'Quinn, and it's the Lady of House O'Quinn, one of the founders of the noble family.
Does this portrait look heckin' old? Like, has this person potentially been dead for like centuries or like?
Yeah, like around 500 years.
Okay, cool.
Wait, I can't talk. What am I doing?
Why'd you come to life now?
Or die.
Oh my goodness.
You're
the communicator.
All right. Well, I'm
I was kind of stuck on that warning.
Investigate the sarcophagus.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her at least. Like, can I open the thing? Is that okay? You're just gonna tell me live or die? Leave or die?
She's going to say,
I slam my hand on the coffin and say, "Don't you dare!"
are you gesturing to the one below her portrait?
Is that where she is located?
So there's
No.
2 sarcophagi,
So
or
I'm at
you're
the
gesturing to
south
the
one.
yeah. So above that one there is a painting, but you are unable to tell who was there because it is slashed. And the title says Sloane O'Quinn, the lord of the house, and she will look at you and, he is not there. If he were, he would be arrested.
I'm gonna open it up real quick just to check.
It is empty.
Okay. Well, we haven't, I don't think,
Check
run
for
into
copper pieces.
Yeah, let's loot her dead husband's body in front of her. Wait, I can't talk.
Great
Doesn't
plan.
matter.
So
Do whatever you
Great
want.
somebody stole his body?
Or he's undead.
Yeah, I was
Or
thinking
that.
he's probably in the castle somewhere.
Yeah.
I would like to place my
She
hand.
is going to kind of gesture to the large metal thing on the wall that's in the form of a
Yeah.
skull that's kind of cracked open, revealing a tunnel into the back. You must
Oh.
leave.
Who wants
Or
to go
die.
down the creepy
Yeah.
tunnel of death?
Let's go!
Do not
Role play time
continue.
for a hot minute. I would like to gently place my hand on her coffin, look up at her tapestry, and look at her We'll find you, Pace.
Aw. Because
I'm a nice guy.
Literal chills. Literal chills.
I do mention to everybody in the room of just know when I was possessed, that ghost really wanted me in here. So it's probably bad.
Oh.
So yep. Cool.
Let's go.
You know. Let's go down the tiny is it like an
tunnel.
air duct?
It
size?
goes very sharply down, and it's almost like dug out. It seems different than the rest of the crypts.
So what you're saying is I have to crawl through.
She's going to scream up, "Beware, he's down there!" And she is going
Beware,
to
he's
seem
down there.
afraid.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right. Well, she's saying more
Oh,
words.
the Banshee's scared.
Can
Yeah,
we
well, yeah.
ask her why she's a banshee? Like, there's a don't know where they came from side quest.
Let me just open my quest log here. Oh, there's an
All right, we
optional.
can come back to that. We can come back to that. All right, we keep crawling.
Didn't somebody
Okay.
say that they could talk to animals?
Can't the
Isn't that our bear?
yeah? Isn't that you?
Mm-mm. That's somebody else. Said they could.
I speak Sylvan,
Oh, no, it's
but that's
okay.
it.
Oh, it's okay. I think I misheard somebody during our little episode 0. We're cool. We're cool.
Might be animal handling.
I said I'm.
Oh, yeah, I had
I have
animal
animal
handling.
handling.
Ah, okay.
Oh man, I
It's
feel
a
like
long
this
time.
So I
down
can
here.
herd you down the hallway, maybe.
is a
No, I'll follow.
Yeah, so as
That's
you continue down,
Just have thoughts.
it's a
you
bad prison
are
break.
so you are going to come down here and descend 20 feet down through this like
Nice.
hole into a natural cave formation. And the cave kind of snakes around and opens up into like a chapel containing an altar to Orcus, the god of undead.
Suddenly a
And
song
laying
pops in.
on the altar is the corpse of a man that looks vaguely similar to the dress and time of 500 years ago. You could wager that he is possibly the lord of the house from that slashed painting.
Gone to the chapel.
Thank you.
It's totally possible he is also just some random dude that found his way down here and laid down on the altar for a nice nap.
I look back and whisper
Coma.
loud because my stealth lady's not here. Where are you guys? Only 3 of us down here.
I can only move if other people move.
The
Oh,
walls. Yeah, and you have to like
Resistance tokens
navigate
down if
the
you
walls,
want.
too.
If you guys are having trouble.
No, because I looked up at my TV on the Twitch stream and I'm like, where the heck are you people?
Oh.
Stream sniping.
Oh, there we are. Found you. You're it.
Marco.
Just keep assuming that if people are in front of me and it's a small tunnel, I can't go until they move.
That's
That's
probably
fair.
wise.
Yeah.
Me too.
You could probably just jump over Taklac though.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Just step
Actually, you don't
over,
have to
really.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taklac will just
Come
crouch
over.
down and you just walk over.
As you kind of get close to the entrance, you are going to hear like a whooshing sound, sort of, and you are going to see the image of a dark spectral form wearing a crown stand up and start moving towards you.
Mm.
Monologue.
Ooh. I run at him with my short sword.
No time for monologue. I'm very happy with that.
Insert monologue here.
Yeah, hurry and think of something to say. Okay.
Someone cast silence on this fool.
And then, okay, if you're rushing right now, I'll give you that attack, and then we'll roll initiative.
Yeah,
All we
I think I
do is run
can
at 'em.
actually. I can use a key point to move 20 extra feet.
Yeah, her
Alright.
and Belkira can probably.
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, I can
knock
do that. I can do that. I rush.
Do it.
Okay, do
I
it.
rush.
Do it. Do
And
it. Do
I
it.
stab with a what
Do
was
it.
it? That was a +8 to my short sword attack, so that's a 14 and a 19.
Yeah. Those will both hit.
Ooh!
Those stabby stabbies go.
Yeah, all stabby. First attack is going to be 11 points of damage. Second attack is going to be 8 points of damage.
I
And then
forget.
I'm gonna
Do you have this magical sword?
Yes, that's what I'm
I need
using.
to write this down.
Yes, it's my +1
Okay,
short sword.
Very good. 11 damage, and then what else?
And then I'm gonna gore him. We all
Sweet.
know it. We all tolerate it, and
Let's
that's a
do it.
natural 20, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
That is a natural
Crit.
20. All right, so that will be 7 plus 4.
Oh,
That's
crits.
11 points of damage right there.
Ooh, okay. Though with even though you felt like it was a good hit, again, it's just the horns aren't quite getting
got cold.
into him. Yeah. And you're just gonna feel chill all over your face. And so
Burp.
okay. And then everyone roll initiative.
Yeah, I could run over, but not doing anything.
6 for Taklak.
All right. 6 for Taklak. Okay.
7 for
21.
Belkira.
Oh my god, we're all rolling crap.
7 for Kira.
Let's get it out of the way now.
8 for Tylen.
8 for Tylen. Okay.
Spider
21
never
for
goes
Sprig.
first.
What was that for
Marta rolled a
Sprig?
21.
21 for Sprig.
21 for Sprig? Oh, no.
Yes.
Your group has betrayed you. What about Eldith?
I got 13.
Digging
13.
this music.
So he's gonna stand like and just like form like this, and everyone's just gonna kind of take a step back, and Sprig's gonna find herself kind of standing in front of everyone.
Tasha's hideous laughter. Go.
Go.
Laugh.
Let's see. What do I need to
Roll a
for
wisdom
that?
saving throw.
Wisdom. The middle. There we go. A 7.
Ah! It works.
No.
He has to roll above a 16 to be safe.
Assuming he's somewhat smart.
Creature of your
Make him
choice that you can see
dance.
within range falls into fits of laughter. What? How unceremonious for a boss fight. Target must succeed on a wisdom prone, incapacitated, unable to stand up, laughing the whole time. At the
It's
end
either
of
or.
each of its turns, it takes
Or
damage. It can make another throw. Is it
for 1 round.
It's
Oh, no, up
just
to 1 minute.
incapacitated, so I am not immune to that. I am immune to prone, though.
Oh.
So would I be immune?
I'd not be able to attack, but not fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
like
probably wouldn't get advantage on you.
like it's just so it's not gonna like it is it's incapacitated. It's not restrained or anything like that, which I'm immune to. So yeah, it's like laughing. It's like curled over and laughing, but it is not prone, so it will not give you advantage. Although if Tylen's behind, we're doing flanking anyways, so really it's a moot point. Okay, so it is currently incapacitated, which is insane, and it's just like trudging. I think you guys are all just gonna like get really chilled hearing this horrifying laughter coming out of this creature. So okay, that happened. Is there anything else, Sprig?
I'm just gonna move over here, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. And then Morna.
Arna is going to hit him
Arna.
again with the short sword.
Morna.
At advantage.
There we go.
At advantage.
Pull it over here so we can
All right,
see.
I'll reroll that one. Do. All right, that will be a 22 and a 21.
That will hit.
All right. Oh, wow. How lucky is that? I believe that is 2 attacks of 9. No, 2 attacks of 8, so 16 damage total.
So you're just gonna hit into it, and
I'm just gonna hit him and hit him.
Doubled over, like making this horrible sound, and he just takes those hits. And then, all right, is there anything else with your turn?
I'm a human.
But you're not, though.
No, I'm not. You know, I've got the key points. Let's do. Oh, where the frack did it go? Feel like I can cast Thunder Wave on this guy. One moment.
Ooh.
Or some sort of thunder thing. Hold on. Fist of Thunders. Use 2 key points to cast Thunder Wave. Someone want to pull that up for me? Hold on, I can pull it up myself.
That affects everybody, right?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, you know she's not thinking about that.
Nope, she's not. It's totally fine.
Also, by the way, with that damage, I was able to re-roll my save, and I rolled an 8, so we're still laughing.
It tickles.
He's not intimidated by us at all.
So it's a dex save, I think.
Either that or he's so intimidated, it's like that nervous laugh, do you know?
That was with advantage and he still didn't save?
It's a Constitution save, everybody.
Ah, good.
Oh,
But it's not everybody. It's a 15. It's a 15-foot cube. It's
Yeah, it's a 15-foot
Do we got
cube.
a 15-foot cube in
So
the
it's-
spells?
Yeah.
Oh, not me.
Hold on. I'll find it. It's somewhere in here. I know it is. I
It's
looked at it.
Valkyra and
What's the save?
Constitution.
I've got hypnotic pattern.
And it's Morna casting it, so it's a.
I've got cones.
13 con.
I don't see any cubes, everybody.
So hypnotic pattern is a cube. We do that, but I don't know if it's 15 foot.
Jesus.
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, that looks a bit bigger than 15.
Yeah.
Is it
bigger than
15?
15?
Yeah, so yeah,
It's
we'll
a-
do.
15-foot cube originating from you.
Well, attack
all
off
right.
is safe. Just out of range.
Measure it out.
Here's 15 feet. So.
Okay.
I mean,
you know,
that's-
you guys will be fine. It's
Just
just
half of a square. Yeah.
it's just me
Tylen.
and the dead guy.
Yeah, she's Tylen.
You'll be fine. Just make the con
I
save.
think
You'll be
Valkyra
okay.
is in range as well.
Yeah, I'm in range, right?
Yeah, you're only 12 feet away.
And it's a
Mike?
13 con, so I've
yeah.
saved, what is that, half damage?
It depends on how you measure whether Sprig is out of range or not.
You are just out of range, but everybody, you might want to cover your ears.
Take half damage and not pushed. Okay,
13 for me.
All right.
I'm
I'm
Probably
actually.
not great.
that is a save.
Oh, it is? Oh, nice.
That is just it. It's
My Constitution check was a 5.
Oh,
Were you in range?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, when are the
So who failed?
coming? Are they coming tomorrow or
Did anyone fail?
Valkyra,
I
I
don't-
believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything on Tuesday? Got it.
Let's roll. That's 2d8, and you're pushed 10 feet.
Oh, that's right. That's a D8. Sorry, I almost made you guys very unlucky with these, or very lucky with D6s. All right, so that's
Yeah.
10, 10 damage, everybody.
All right. So
Ooh.
5 and
Alright.
a half. And Valkyra is pushed 10 feet away from Morna.
Mm-hmm.
we are our own worst enemies.
And a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet. So it got loud. I stomped my foot to cast this.
Wait,
Who's up
there's-
next?
Who is?
We didn't hear who.
Eldith? Sorry.
Eldith.
I'm gonna do a double movement, so use my action to get up here, though I don't know why I'm doing that after she just like set everything on lightning. Can I do like my bonus to like roar at him and try to intimidate him a little bit since he's like
Yeah, roll an
about to pee
intimidation.
himself?
Pee himself from laughing too hard.
Yeah.
Right?
He's gonna feel all sorts of emotions.
Yeah.
Such a confusing
does
time
he have
for
to
him,
do
really.
a roll every time he takes damage?
Yes. Oh, I forgot from the. I need to do another one. Hold on.
Not to be the person who asked for homework.
Yeah.
Teacher, we're supposed to have a pop quiz. 17,
Not to be even more so, but
I think he saves, right? So he's gonna be up on his turn.
We got this.
But I mean, you've still got a few. He's last in initiative.
How'd you roll on your intimidate?
I only got a 15.
Yeah, so what are you wanting to do with your
I wanna
intimidate? What's your
stand up and roar at him and be like make like a slashing motion, like
Taunt him or scare him?
"Rah!"
Yeah, are you trying to like frighten him or like are you trying to get his attention?
I'm trying to scare him. Throw him off his rhythm.
So
He's already
yeah,
thrown
with
off
a
his rhythm.
15, I'll give him disadvantage with his next attack.
Cool.
As he's kind of like, he's just gone. He's gone through a whole roller coaster just now. So
and now there's a bear screaming at him.
Suddenly, okay. So I'll give him disadvantage on his next attack. Is there anything else you want to do with yours?
No, thank you.
Tylen, you're up.
All right, I am going to do a whole bunch of rolls, and I'm sorry because I didn't set up advantage, so I'm just going to roll 2 times for my first attack.
Oh, that's right. That would have been
15 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
My magic sword does 12 slashing. Okay, and then my second attack, I'm also going to roll twice for advantage.
Nice.
26 to hit. 9 damage, and I'm going to maneuver around him a little bit. If anybody wants to move half their movement, you can move now without incurring any whatever, and I add 1 whole damage to that. So 10 slashing. Minimum extra damage. Yes, if anyone wants to move half their movement.
So that last 10 slashing, you are just going to swipe right through his form, and it's just going to dissipate and kind of back into the corpse, and the corpse will be still, and you guys will see the Banshee appear for a second and just scream into his sarcophagi. And I'm going to give you just a few seconds to make the strength checks to lug his corpse up to the sarcophagi to put his body
put him on my
to
back?
rest.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we could just put him on the back.
I do it.
Just shove him onto
I
the
grab
bear.
him.
Yeah,
Yes,
whoever's
I-
picking him up, roll strength checks.
Can
to
I,
see if you can lift this
Real
corpse
quick,
of a
can I
grown-ass
cast Enhance
man?
ability to give them bull strength?
Yes.
What does that
Oh.
16.
I'm gonna cast it at
21.
20. Okay, so you
Oh,
guys
it
are
doesn't
able to
really
just,
matter.
that's huge, man, and just lift him onto the back of the bear, just kind of like slumped
Oh my
over,
God.
you know,
Yeah.
like bag of flour style, and then Eldith, you are able to like maneuver back up those tunnels and
Great.
lay
Am I?
his body into his sarcophagi, and there will be kind of like a poof, like thunderwave kind of effect, but without the damage. But you guys will kind of all see that go out, and
He's
you
the
will
south
get
one.
the sense.
I know that. I looked.
This one?
I open up the lid.
You will get the sense that there's no longer that heavy sense of dread or cold anymore. And the Banshee will stay there, just looking at you. And she will say, and kind of dissipate herself, but in a much more peaceful way. Just kind of fade away with a sigh.
Which is ironic because I can hear a murder of crows outside going nuts.
Okay.
Not
Okay, and so you guys are out of initiative. You have put Sloane to rest, and you can feel pretty confident that as long as his body is at rest in his sarcophagi, that he will not be popping up to life anytime soon.
So I have rope, and because I'm kind of an idiot, I'm gonna like
Just go around the
tie down to grab that thing.
Yeah,
Double tap.
do it.
Esophagus to like
Yes.
get it under too. Just
Let's not be
Yeah.
stingy with a rope. Let's double tap that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Make
gonna
sure.
drop bear form and go back to being
in
elded.
there.
Okay. All right. Let's drag you down here, and then let's get bear form out of here, and then get for just a second. Elden's just gonna. and then-
While she's doing that, I'm gonna like
there you go.
I don't know, scratch on the floor, do not open, or like
With
what's
your
that, Walking
pride
Dead?
stick.
Yeah, with my pride stick, like
Dead
Walking Dead.
Yes.
Yeah, open, dead, don't, inside, whatever. it
Yeah,
is.
whatever that is. Yes, the very confusing message. Yes.
But I'll do it on the floor, not to like mess up the
Destroy
really nice
the-
sarcophagus.
Walking don't dead inside.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sprig looks at that
Yes.
and is like, if it were me, I would definitely open it.
I cross it out and I try again. So it's like just a mess of like chalk writing on the floor.
Super boring stuff in here.
Yeah.
He already
Textbooks.
looted this sarcophagi.
Very boring.
And
We
I'll leave
were here.
Looted.
I'll leave one
Empty.
copper on the lid of like there. They will be satisfied with that because I didn't find shit this entire run.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's one of my own copper. Stick on
Uh,
the lid.
Half tests inside.
all right. So if you would like, you can continue back up through the crypts to the castle.
Because of our handy dandy directions from the Pride staff, I know for sure. Not that I
know
don't have the survival to check it.
exactly. Yep, you know exactly.
Well,
Waiting for you, kind of in the hall of the castle, the main hall. There is Milo Tenpenny, and he will, he'll open the thing and he'll have it open for you guys and be waiting for you. Did you get rid of the undead? Did you solve the problem?
Of course, we're all very powerful wizards, in fact.
yeah.
I look very confused. What?
It's fine.
What? Impressive. They're just it's a numbers game, really, dear.
Hmm. I would like to
I should have stayed a bear. Just scared.
There's too many for me on my own.
I would like to ask the little man about the lord of the house and his relationship with his wife.
Yeah,
Because I do
roll.
not remember names.
I will allow you to roll either
It
persuasion
was-
or intimidation to get him
mean-
to
Salone.
loose his tongue.
Oh,
Sloane, Lord
Lord
Sloane.
Salone.
Yeah,
Lord
Lord
Salone.
Sloane and Lady Nif.
And there's
Yeah.
also, we found the holy symbol of the dark god Orcus. So
And a
Right, I hold it up because I still
a
have.
whole chapel. So
Hey man, what?
he's
I
got
have
some
a plus 4 to
splaining to
persuasion,
do.
you see
everyone.
this?
So
Do you
how's
see
a
this?
19?
I'm gonna go behind him
yeah.
so he can't move.
So he's gonna
Yeah.
so you guys he's like
I rolled a 19 to persuasion. So
but you shan't be telling
explain this.
the countesses about any of this. They're too sweet and should not hear it.
They should know the. Oh, my accent went so wrong, everyone. I am.
I know,
so
I'm trying
sorry.
so hard.
You know the truth.
Lost one accent if found. Please return to. So, he's gonna tell you that long ago, the lord of the house became kind of obsessed with success of his own house.
So
And made
I
a
knew it.
deal.
I knew it wasn't natural.
And made a deal with Orcus, the god of undeath, to ensure success for 500 years, and then at which point the members of the family would be raised in service of Orcus.
Yeah, that's a really long time. Like, that's a really good deal.
It was a really good deal. Yeah.
Fair deal.
Like,
fair
usually
deal.
it's like
I
10
had to deal with
years.
this.
Yeah.
Didn't take much to subdue him, so I'm
Yeah.
on balance.
I mean,
I didn't even go.
he hurt really bad. Actually, all the damage I took was from our own party.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little woozy.
And
go
he will let you know that the countesses are have been having him prepare just in case of your success, of which they were very sure of, but he was not so much. A feast in your honor, and that he can
Rude.
send a message to the castle, and you guys can go into the main room, and everyone can have a feast in your honor for.
We're going to
the
interrupt him
castle.
for a moment because there was a promise as a mercenary. This is very important to me. Of a little extra like side action gold if we figured out like why this stuff was here, and you want us to not tell her. So like, are you going to pay that? Because we did figure it out because we, found the
She
thing.
has a point.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. I didn't get
if
anything
you-
out of this.
What if you say there was maybe a cursed item or something that had been laying dormant and maybe got mixed up, kicked up by some staff? And
We
acted
do
out?
have
are
a
on
necklace.
board with that. Yeah,
I'll
we
hold
I'd
up
do.
the
rather
necklace.
them not know
We have a ring.
of their
We
that
have
their
a ring.
families.
Oh yeah, and
That's
I have the
tragedy.
ring on my neck.
Yeah, so we're gonna tell him it was a cursed ring, and if it's worn on a leather thong thingy, then it like I'm not a magic person, so like it's fine. We're
We'll
gonna
make
take
it
it
sound
off.
good.
We dispelled the
Make
magic.
Sprig say it.
Taklak and Sprig are probably like, oh yeah, we could just say this and it'll
Yeah,
Yeah.
magic
All
talk.
Take it off and I'll give
We
it to
got
Sprig.
this. These
like
silly
thieves can't for
non-natives.
magic users.
All right.
Alright,
Well,
I
if the
want
wizard's gonna
to-
back that up and we get our money, I'm cool with lying.
All right.
I want to tap Milo on the shoulder so he turns around to see me.
Okay.
Are you sure that they're not going to come back now?
Well, I don't know what you do down there.
And I'm looking at her
Like,
like, okay, I think
We
we're
put the
good.
spirit back in the body and we put the body away and we tied it up so I wouldn't go down there. Maybe you should like
As someone says,
Doing
in
my
chat,
magic
math
again.
test inside, so don't open it.
mhm.
No math test.
That's inside. Don't open. Oh,
Numbers
okay,
game.
Well,
We disguised it well. Wink.
I just want to make sure that that everyone seems like they're going to be okay. Can I do a religion check to
yeah.
see if I think it'll be
Go
all
ahead.
right?
You've broken the actual curse.
Yeah, exactly. 16.
You can safely assume that like he was out on that altar. It was a whole thing happening. Like he was paying on his his end of the deal, but now it kind of started and then he was put to rest, and you feel very sure that like putting him in that coffin and like putting his body actually to rest so that it can't be raised up, you feel very confident that that is the end of it.
Cool. All right, well then I'm down with lying to royalty. We're good. Let's go.
He will gather the countesses, and you guys can have a feast. There is a sense of warmth again in the castle. There's no longer that chilling cold. And
dancers?
yes, dancers.
Oh yeah, Sprig's dancing.
These are the villager tokens I have. They are celebrating and dancing, and there's music, and there's townspeople there eating and drinking and reveling. And Bridget and Aileen are sitting up on their little thrones up there. Yeah, they're not really fancy. They're more like overseeing chairs. And then here I will put on. There you go. And you guys can see everything now. And yeah. You will approach Eileen and she will ask you, or she will say, thank you so much for the great work that you've done. My family owes you a great debt. And here's the 5,000 gold pieces as promised. Tell me, were you able to figure out why they showed up?
Magic.
Someone with charisma or magic talk can explain.
I don't have charisma, but I have magic.
Magic talk it is.
I'll give Sprig the necklace. Like I'll make a big show of taking it off.
Hold on, I can enhance ability your charisma.
Oh sure.
Yeah. While you're doing that, like Eldith will make a big deal of like handing you the ring that was around her neck and everything.
Yeah, so you have Eagle Splendor now, so you get advantage on your charisma checks.
Oh, thank you. Sprig grabs the necklace and solemnly holds it out, but it's like, oh, don't touch this. We found this cursed ring down upon the crypts of the founders of the house. It was cursed, and it was causing much unrest amongst your ancestors. And so we've removed it, and we've gotten rid of all of the horrible ghouls and goblins down there, and your home is now safe, and your ancestors are resting peacefully.
Bridget has been writing this down furiously while you've been talking and sketching the little item. And then roll your
persuasion,
your deception with advantage, and don't forget to add that enhance ability.
All right, how do I add the enhanced ability?
It's advantage, so just roll twice.
Oh, yes.
I rolled twice. The second one didn't pop up in roll 20, but it's 16.
Okay, 16 plus
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Math.
So she's gonna look at
history books.
I can't believe it. What was promised? You shall receive the extra gold we agreed upon. And she will give you that extra 2,500
each, right?
Like if we do 1,000, it's an even 1,000 for all 6 of us.
2,500 gold pieces on top of the 5,000. And
5,000 each, right?
Yes. No, split.
1,250 each.
This is why we need to negotiate beforehand.
And
Eldith will add
Bridget
that to the notes.
Will negotiate beforehand. And her and Bridget will both thank you profusely, welcome you to partake in the drink and food, and you're welcome to stay overnight at the castle if you'd like. Before you embark on your next adventure. And that effectively concludes today's session. So
yay! So fun.
We'll switch us back to our little music here, and let's see here. I think I have one last giveaway to give. It is a $50 gift card to Tabletop Loot.
Love Tabletop Loot.
And it is, let's see here. Go ahead and type. What should we type into the chat? Enter.
Dice Goblin.
Dice Loot. Yeah, just do loot. Go ahead and type loot in chat to enter. And then we can set up that giveaway for a $50 gift card to Tabletop Loot. Okay, so that concludes today's adventure. Thank you all for joining us and for all of your charitable donations to Hope Haven Women's Shelter. Make sure to join us in 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours, for the roundtable interview panel, hosted by D&D Elise, and it goes live at 1 p.m. Pacific, which is 2 Central Time? No, 3 Central Time. There we go.
Yeah.
Time zones. 1 p.m. Pacific, 3 Central Time, round table panel, and then after that, at 3 p.m. PST, 5 Central, is the Feywild, Into the Feywild tabletop game, DM'd by D&D Elise. And so make sure to join us for that. We got this going all day. I am Luke Locke, and I have been your Dungeon Master this morning. And this was the Uncaged Anthology. Thank you. This is Uncaged Anthology Adventure, A Banshee's Tale, written by Annabeth Lennon. And players, if you want to go around and just kind of sign off and say goodbye.
Yeah, so I'm Cage, and I've been Taklack the Teal, aka Taklack the Small. And I also do other streams and things, and you can find everything I do at my website, ragecagerugger.com, RAGEKGRUGGER.com.
All right, and I'm Kara. I also go by Cheratomo. I was Sprig the Unwilling. And I stream, and you can find everything I do under Cheratomo on Twitch or Twitter, which is CHERATOMO.
All right, I'm Faith Lundeen. I played Mornanu, the Minotaur, bull-headed monk. And I am signing off to eat my chicken nuggies and my tater tots. Yeah. And I don't do much because I don't have much of a life, but I'll be around.
I'm Lauren. I'm a video game lawyer. I do have a blog at hanleybradylaw.com for game developers. But otherwise, I do occasionally monthly streams, but I'm mostly on Twitter, just at Hanley Brady.
Awesome. I'm Angel Smith. I have played Belakira today and had a great time. Thank you all. I own and operate Geek Life, which is a game and comic store in the Heights part of Houston, Texas. And you can check us out at Shop Geek Life on all social media. And I also run a new endeavor called Amplify Play, and it's at Amplify_Play. And it's gonna amplify underrepresented voices in tabletop.
Cool. Nice. Hi, I am Thea the Bard, and I played Eldis, the druid who was mostly a bear. And I am a content writer for an organization called Real Women of Gaming. So you can find my articles and reviews at realwomenofgaming.com. And then I also have the privilege to be playing in our Malhaven game, which is a TTRPG in the all flesh must be eaten verse, so zombies. And that is on Sundays at twitch.tv/Real Women of Gaming, and that starts at 6 p.m. So I hopefully will see y'all tomorrow. It's your invitation.
Yay!
Everyone, go ahead and say goodbye in chat as well, so people can click on your name if they want. And again, I'm Luke Locke, and I was your Dungeon Master. I Dungeon Master and occasionally play for TPK Roleplay all the time, as well as run my own Curse of Strahd game on my personal Twitch channel every first Saturday of the month. I also do freelance graphic design. I built the overlays for today, as well as TPK's website. So thank you so much again, everyone, for joining us and for all your donations. And make sure to catch us back here in a little less than 2 hours.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.